And good evening, people. This is But Peep This, the podcast where we talk about whatever the hell we want. I'm Lionel. Lamar is back. Jennifer is back. Everybody else will be on later because they're late. Sean won't be on at all with his fucking, I don't know. I'll come up with a roast for him later.
Well, he's still getting his life together.
Predominant penguin
Rise to
looking
Tarzan.
at.
So who's that?
He's out. I don't know, preparing a rabbit for Easter.
I really thought you. Okay.
But everybody else will be on. Here's J.E.'s right now. So let's give
What's up, Jay?
J.E.'s a hand for finding a place to stay before the podcast. We glad you got somewhere to stay, my guy.
So we
Strong
start
king.
we start out early with this, huh?
Yeah. So yeah, we missing Sean and his prosperous fucking pterodactyl looking ass. He'll be on next week after, I don't know, the fucking caliper pageant that he's a part of. He is judging a beef stroganoff cook-off at Jacksonville's most prestigious nursing home. We wish Sean well on his future endeavors.
You dug deep for that one, and
it was a stretch, but I got it out there.
Just fair.
I got it out there. So, y'all want to hear a story?
Shoot.
Let's tell the story about Lamar, right? Oh, look at this. Hold up. Hold up.
I just definitely feel like you a bully. And you bullied me to be here.
Ain't nobody bully you to do nothing. I'm the little brother. You the big sister. How I don't bully?
We're not going to even answer that question.
You baby D. I'm Lionel. I got my SpongeBob Onion shirt on. Fresh.
Hey, y'all.
What's up, homie?
Hillary is here. So I was just about to tell a story about Lamar in college. He plucked somebody so bad that person wanted to fight me.
Wait.
Right. Story time. So there was a period. Hiller, your camera is blurry, by the way.
Because I'm the blur man. Count to 9.
Wait, are you related to Bigfoot? Is that why you're blurry?
No.
Okay, so at our that's funny, Lamar. That's funny. So, there was a period of time where people were at our table, our lunch table, which was like our friends or living single scene, like the living room, where all of our adventures happened, where people just kept saying dumb shit all the time. With no backing, no standing, no research, no nothing, just saying stupid shit. So we got
not recognizing it was stupid.
Yeah. So we were just like, all right, new rule. You say some dumb shit, you getting plucked. Period. Does everybody agree to this rule? Everybody's like, yeah, y'all do be saying some dumb shit. Even the folks who be saying the dumb shit. Right? So there was this one friend. Do I want to say this friend's name?
Call him Alpha or A rather.
Nah, fuck him. Let's call him Dickhead. So Dickhead is the type of person who he ain't passive aggressive. He just a passive bitch.
I was gonna say he's just a bitch.
It's like,
I wasn't even gonna.
If he got it, yeah, he's just a bitch. If he got a problem with somebody, he not gonna address that problem with who he got a problem with. He gonna address it with somebody who he feel like he can safely, like, get mad at. You feel me? So,
yeah.
He sat at the table and he said, it was around Thanksgiving. and it was Wednesday, and they gave us fried chicken on Monday and Wednesday. So Spring Hill made some good ass fried chicken.
That's true.
The white folks knew how to fry some goddamn chicken. I ain't gonna hold you. So, all of us, we all sitting down. Everybody got a piece of chicken, some mashed potatoes. Everybody's chilling. We are chilling. It's a Wednesday night. Everybody had a tough day of class. We was gonna eat. We was gonna go play some pool, and we was gonna call it a night. That was the plan, right? Maybe go to Marshall's or something like that. We was planning on leaving campus for a little bit. So Dickhead sits down late. We eat dinner at 5:00, 5:25. We probably piecing out. You sit down at 5:20, you eating by yourself. We ain't finna wait for you because we probably got plans somewhere else. So he sits down. Everybody else through eating. We just like letting the fool wear off a little bit before we get up. You know what I mean?
Word.
He goes, all of you guys ate all of that fried chicken, and that's just not healthy. As he sits down with a plate of fried chicken as well. Nothing but fried chicken. No sides, no bread, no hot sauce, just chicken, a fork, and a knife. And he's doing all of this. And I was just staring at Dickhead. And as I was staring at Dickhead, I said, Lamar. Lamar got up, left a fucking mark in his head. It looks just like this. Like a tornado touching down on his eyebrow. And everybody's like, because it was funny. Because he deserved it, number one. He pissed everybody off at the table, number two. And if he didn't do it, I was going to do it. And if I didn't do it, Jennifer was going to do it. And her plucks hurt worse than mine.
Because she's skinny than a motherfucker. It's just straight bone.
Hey, show us the fingers real quick. Because her fingers are little.
Baby, I love you. But yeah, you just straight bone on the fingertips.
They feel like a switch to the back.
I also think I had nails at that time.
Yep.
So he laughed it off, right? Now, once again, I didn't pluck him. All I said was Lamar. That could have meant anything. So Lamar took initiative because I didn't say Lamar pluck him. I just said Lamar. So here we go. He got the pluck in his head. We get up and go. And then 20 minutes later, he's like, I really didn't appreciate Lamar plucking me. And I was like, Dickhead, why you texting me instead of Lamar? Because I didn't pluck you. Well, I just feel like you were in a position to prevent that from happening. What? You a grown ass man. You saw a man coming up to you and pluck him. You should have knocked his fucking dick in the dirt. That's what anybody else would have done.
I probably would have did like a stealth ninja block, like, hey, don't fucking put your hands on me, bro. Like,
right.
Most people wouldn't lift their hand away or try to.
I will give you this. When people say stupid shit and they saw Lamar coming, most people just took their leg. Because if Lamar got up, yeah, you probably said some stupid shit. I would pluck you just because I felt like it.
yeah.
Lamar made his shit count. I would give.
I remember when I plucked him, I felt bad because like I heard it and everybody at the table went, ooh.
I think they all cracked up.
Even I can tell, like, goddamn, dude, you did a lot.
So that led to the downfall of that relationship with Dickhead because he got mad at me because another nigga plucked him.
I really want to know who Dickhead is. Can you give me initials?
You know what? I really don't give a fuck if this person hear this podcast or not. It was Alex.
Bro.
Now, we got a lot of friends named Alex, so you have to decide which one is which.
But
you
with any
said
amount of
Alex,
context, you know exactly who we're talking
yeah,
about.
exactly who you're talking about.
So, if you hear this, boy, fuck you.
Okay, I got a question for Lionel and Jennifer, just because I'm trying to remember what the fuck happened. One day, Alex walked in with something like this on. Now, Ian and Alex got into an argument. What was the relationship between the argument and the?
That was simple. That was the
It's like I remember they fought about something. I just don't remember like how the cowboy hat got to the fight.
It was, you can't say what you want to people, and not expect consequences. So you can't talk about somebody's girlfriend while the girlfriend and the boyfriend are sitting at the table. When you come to the table in April dressed like a cowboy.
In all seriousness, too. He was completely serious about the.
Because you call my girlfriend a fucking slut at the table, and you turn around and go, I know you're not talking with that gay ass cowboy hat on.
That's what it was. Now I remember. Yep. Okay. That's what.
Right?
Okay. I remember that. Okay.
And then your response to being called, to say your outfit looks gay is you call them a pussy ass bitch. And then their response was, I'll show you a pussy ass bitch.
I'm just really seeing here like the escalation factor in this conversation went from it started at 10. Let's talk about that. It started at 10.
By the time we hit April of that year, most of the conversations with the larger friend group started at 10.
Yes. Because
like we were not doing well as a group.
This is the conversation. Your girlfriend's a slut. Then the other person goes, well, at least I don't got on a gay ass cowboy hat. And then the other person goes, puss ass bitch. Just went 10, 100,
and the response was, I got your bitch.
Oh, wait.
Walmart, they had on the inside. $7 ain't got none. They got some on the outside of Walmart, but they pin pay ain't.
You know who's just as addicted to coffee as Jennifer?
Cool.
So yeah, that was that. And that whole thing happened. It was a lunchtime thing. It was 45 seconds. Everybody sat down. Well, he sat down. He said, "Oh, you're looking nice today, not slutty as usual."
God damn, I don't remember that part.
And,
Forgot that part.
said, why would you wear that gay ass cowboy hat to lunch?
Mind you,
remember like it was yesterday because it was this. It was just like this. You a pussy little bitch. I got your pussy little bitch. And then he got up from the table and adjusted his hat and walked away.
Okay.
And then
now, mind you, there are people that showed up on Spring Hill's campus in stupider outfits regularly.
True.
Alex didn't do it with any confidence, and he looked stupid.
But enough about that. He goes back to being nameless now. Let's switch gears here. Mr. Ease. Speaking of escalation.
Man, listen, I couldn't wait till you brought this up.
Black women, I love y'all. We here. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. Shut your homeless ass up. You just looking for a place to stop.
This is the part that killed me. It wasn't even the status that was funny. She shared the status and
said, look at this homeless man.
Just looking for somewhere to live. Go.
What am I missing?
I was flummoxed.
No, the meme where the dude just standing there looking like this and it says dance music stopped. That's what I felt like. Because girl, how did you add 1 and 1 and get 7? Show me.
Black women, I love y'all. Shut your homeless ass up. Motherfucker.
I cannot wait to apply this to my daily life.
She
Does
doubled
anybody
down.
know where I can buy some food? Man, shut your shoeless ass up. What the fuck you want? This is just a plot for shoes. Like, I don't understand why this nigga on Facebook asking for spoons. That was just
So I am I'm a little familiar with her content, and I would say her feelings are valid, because it's her feelings about men and about black men. It's like a lot of her shit is about the problems that she have with black men, and some of the criticisms, are things that I've said or whatever. But what I said on that day, and how I got to where I'm sure she got to with that, I went back, something that she should have did. She just could have checked my page and found out some shit about me. But before she seen my post, it was like 3 or 4 posts of her talking about homosexuals. And for
okay.
those who
Wait, I'm sorry. HOBO sexuals?
Yes. I was just about to explain that. So,
Sorry, continue.
homosexuals are generally gentlemen, but I would like for people to open that up a bit more, because it happens on all sides. But it's typically men who find a woman with not only a job or a means of transportation, but a house in particular. And that's who they shack up with for a while. Homosexual season is usually in the winter. It's not common to be in the spring or summer, which is
It
weird.
is. It is.
Oh, really?
Homosexual season runs from about November to April.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Because summer, we outside.
Right, exactly.
We
Exactly.
outside. So yes, a homosexual is somebody who uses somebody for their home. So that's it. She was on a tirade for like 3 or 4 posts like that. So when she seen mine, she was like, I see right through this bullshit. You ain't
He's
about
a
to get
liar.
You ain't about to get loud, hood, confident black women to get you to move them in there. It's like, yo. So, and like y'all said, her doubling down on it was weird. It was really weird, because the last comment that I seen from her over there when she posted it is somebody asked her, "So you know him personally?" And she just straight out said, "Yep, this nigga." It's like, ma'am, I don't know you at all.
And she was basically like, this nigga don't do shit. And then he was like, well, actually, I take care of my house and home.
There
and she
it
was
is.
like, no, he doesn't.
So when you have that kind of content, when your content is consistently one thing, the people who's gonna come around to your page are gonna be interested in that one thing. And if they agree to the degree that you put it out, then they're just gonna follow your every word. So 2 examples. I'm really gonna try not to ramble with it. 2 examples is like Hillary said, on her page when she shared it, somebody said, "Are you in fact homeless?" I said, "I am not. I'm married with kids in a home in which I pay the bills and I support verbally, emotionally, and financially my wife's creative and small business ventures." This is where I was trying to change some stuff too, because I said, in fact, I would love for you guys to see some of her work. I thought that by me being that positive with it, that even if she didn't say it out loud, that she would at least send me a message and say, you know what, I was on something. I was on one
Yeah,
today.
I was just mad in general.
I was on one a day. You was just caught up in there. But no, she did not do that. So
She was like, nope, liar.
she said, Do you actually think that there are people who believe that?
And I was like, wait, maybe she knows him because she was so adamant about this
Look,
nigga homeless. Like,
that was Sean's point. Like, yo, I didn't know, but she seemed so confident. So, she
oh my
said,
God.
she said, y'all type out anything in order to seem like a person who pours into the economy, but y'all don't. The lies.
Life.
Later, I'm not sure what you do for a living, but the things that I've been doing for a living, specifically since 2019, directly contributes to everybody's economy in this country. Like directly on their like next hour from when I deliver the things.
She was like, y'all believe anything.
so, so I responded. I said, "Look, I have to admit, this is a little surprising because I don't disagree with some of your assertions as it relates to this topic. I've even shared some of your posts. Nevertheless, you don't know me, so of course you don't owe me your trust just simply based off my words, and I respect that. It's still all peace and love over here."
Nah, fuck that.
She never seems to respond to when I'm being that rational about this stuff.
Not.
And it keeps me thinking, at this point, there's two things going on. Either she really fervently believes the things that she's saying, and no matter what happens, I feel like this woman could get in the truck that I drive every day and say, "Nigga, when you gonna get a job?" So, or she's dug so deep that there's no turning around and said, "Look, now I was wrong. Now you just got to keep going. you
That
got to
pride.
keep
That pride.
you got to
Because
keep
if it
barreling
was
down
me,
that hill."
if it was me, it would have been summed up with 3 words.
What's that?
Girl, fuck you. Girl, fuck you is the only answer that I know of that's polite, firm,
Look,
and doesn't require an explanation.
look.
Girl, fuck you. Like,
I had to pull back Lionel, Sean, and Keisha from being petty in this situation.
be glad that I didn't see it. Be glad. I didn't see it until after the fact. And I was like, what is this clusterfuck?
I had to pull back all of them, and I had to pull back Keisha for most of the day from being petty. But,
oh, Lord. I know Keisha got it. She went to Francis Marion. I know she got it. Man.
But see, this is what I told Keisha to do if she really want to be petty.
Look.
What was that?
Spare time. If she got the Francis Marion sweater that said, "I bet you can't do it like us," note at the bottom. That's the classic.
You ain't even have to say all that, like.
We know Hatch ain't got one of them.
So, no, we don't. Look, I told Keisha the best thing you could do right now if you really want to be petty is there was somebody who, I want to get it specifically. They asked, off topic, what kind of things does she create? Would you link her website or DM to me? Again, this is me being overly positive. I said, absolutely, all caps. I said, generally, she made personalized gifts. This is some of her recent work. And I shared 2 of the pictures. And I said, no website yet, unfortunately, but I can link you. And she said she'll go to Keisha's TikTok to find it. Keisha, I said, look, if you really want to comment, just share something that you just recently did for a customer to keep this going. And maybe, again, this woman will come around again and say, my bad. I don't know what I was thinking. Nah, because the comment right under Keisha said, do you know him personally? And that lady said, yep, dude's a freeloading bum.
Homeless ass.
I just look, let me tell you what I was actually waiting on. I thought Keisha was gonna post her work and she was gonna be like, see, gotta work. If the nigga don't work, she gotta sell arts and crafts and personalized shit.
But see, Hillary, this is what, okay, so Hillary, this is me and you understanding social media politics because that's exactly what she would have did. So I told Keisha, there's a way you have to be petty here to where you don't leave anything open that she could jump into. So if she says something, it's just gonna sound even more ridiculous for the people who know me, for the people who kind of know me, and then it's gonna just look like, all right, this lady, she was on one of that. And
Being
that's really all
petty on social media is an art.
It really is. It really is. And you have to understand the politics of how all this shit works. And one of the things about me understanding the politics of it is I'm not about to be the dude arguing with black women on the internet. I'm just not gonna do it. So,
Amen.
I do. I do.
I'm not gonna be that dude. If we need to go past this back and forth that we're having, I would give you my phone number to call me. We can talk about this shit privately. I'm just not gonna be caught up in somebody's screenshots of the black dude arguing with black women on the internet. I'm not doing it.
Because you are way more polite and you have way more patience than I do when it comes to that type of stuff. I'll just delete the comment. Like, I don't have time. Don't have time.
Look, there's all right. See, there's degrees on this because I do delete a lot of comments.
Oh yeah.
And I
see that. I'm like, anyway, next. Like, I don't have time for this.
I delete a lot of comments, and I have no idea that the comment was deleted because I don't react or comment to them. It's just gone.
Delete it. You can check your notifications all you want to. Your comment is no longer here.
You don't get a notification or anything. I learned that from a black woman, and she was like, "I will send you a message showing you that I deleted your comment, and if you come in again, I'm gonna delete that again."
I have all day.
What do you want? What do you want to do?
Jay, I can't thank you enough. I cannot thank you enough for not arguing with you. Because, and granted, I don't understand all the social media politics like you all do, but from what I understand, this would be just a social media version of the Chris Rock speech. Remember how he made a whole speech about the Will Smith slap? And at the end goes, "Don't fight in front of white people." Is this the same? Baby, don't look at me like that. Is this?
I don't trust this for some reason. What is this?
Remember those things on TV?
Look, I would say to that point, for Chris Rock.
I'm sorry, y'all. I don't mean to cut you out. I just want to ask you something real fast. When's the last time y'all drank a Danimal?
Ooh, elementary.
Bro,
I ain't never had a Danimals. That we was too poor for that shit.
I had one probably with my youngest kid. Is the last time I had one, and that's when she was a baby.
So, I just feel like it's gonna be double toil and trouble, and Chris is not gonna get these Danimals.
Coming out both ends,
right? Like you get
it. It doesn't seem like a healthy drink. but no, with the point, I think Lamar, you bring up a perfect example. And the only thing that I would add to that for the point that Chris Rock was trying to make is, look, man, at that point, I kind of don't care if Jesus is in the crowd. You slap me in my face on stage, bro. We gonna have to tussle or something. Even if I don't punch you directly back in the face, I gotta put you in a headlock or something. We gotta tumble into the backstage area or something.
It gotta be a figure 4 leg lock. Something.
But I understand what he was trying to convey is that, let's put our best examples for the stuff. And there's some trouble in that because I don't want to have to give a damn about how white people view me. But it's also a point of, I still know this dude. I still love this dude. I disrespected his wife. So, of course, I understand his reaction. Even if he don't want to admit that now.
I would have
Even if Chris Rock don't want to admit that. That's what it is. So for me, when it comes to social media, I I think the only black woman you will probably find me going semi back and forth with is somebody similar to Candace Owens. And at that point, I'm probably not gonna go back and forth with that person either, because I'm cool enough with a lawyer in, I think she is specifically in criminal, not criminal justice. It's something I forgot her field exactly, but she's somebody who would enjoy schooling somebody like that. And I would just hit her up like, "Yo, Jaleesa, what do you think about this?" So, and she would just sort of tag in. So, oh, really? Really, Lon? I'm just not gonna be that one, man. I don't. Nah.
Is everybody in here friends with each other?
Yeah.
I think so.
Don't pay attention to my page because that's my
Hillary be
other
talking about-
personality.
Hillary be talking about booty and stuff on her page.
No, I don't.
It'd be weird.
I'm so glad you got it, girl. I am so glad you got it. Because when you make it, I want some.
Speaking of, I know it's spring, and people are starting to plant, and birds are starting to fly. But if you're under 5'6", I need you to watch out for the hawks. I need you to watch out for them hawks.
Can you see it? Is it clear? Look.
Oh, okay. So here's a story that I want to read to y'all. Wait a minute. It happened in Indianapolis last Sunday. Let me find it.
I'm not interested in listening to your stories. Honestly.
Tell Hillary, J.E.'s, I need you to tell Hillary the state of Mississippi ain't interested in her minstrel show singing.
The state of Mississippi.
State of Mississippi is only interested in getting this here ditch cleared by sundown. Okay.
Real quick, semi on the subject, since I remember the state of Mississippi shit from that movie. Somebody said Rush Hour is the continuation of Friday, because Smokey's dad in Friday is a police officer, and we never see Smokey again. I remember Smokey just, so I don't know, he get his stuff together and he go be a cop. And there's a scene in Rush Hour where Smokey really quickly identify weed when somebody try to trick him that it's a cigarette. So he said, "Look, man, Rush Hour and Friday exist in the same universe. And that's just Smokey. That's just Smokey getting his shit together."
Oh my God.
I'm willing to carry that on.
Yeah, you know what? That's funny because I think I saw a TikTok where somebody actually said that and was like he was still high because he was in Hong Kong saying he was LAPD, like that made a difference.
All right, so there we go. That sounds like some shit that Smokey would believe. So, there we go.
Gang.
What's good, player?
And Braylon hopping his fucking
What you got to say?
Oh, you want okay.
Because
You
I
don't
got
want-
three jokes.
I was
You
gonna
want a
say,
joke? I
you
got your
fucking-
back, brother. 'cause I got three jokes for the glasses right now.
Yo, grateful fucking giraffe looking ass.
First of all,
Dahlia
who
zebra
told you
looking
to
ass.
who told you to pull up with an unshaven boosie cut?
Yo, wait a minute.
Hold
Wait a
on,
minute,
I'm on
cool.
your lizard lick
Yo,
toe and
wait a
white
minute.
ass.
Wait a minute, Hillary. Cool. I found out something about Lionel that I didn't know a couple weeks back. We found out what his middle name was.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm about to put you in the waiting room.
I bet it's some old like Clarence,
you
Lawrence.
know what?
Name
You
is
real close.
Lewis.
Yeah, it's real close. It's real close.
Your middle name is Lewis Braylon.
Exactly.
I mean, we already know
Lewis.
though. We
First
didn't
of
Brother,
all-
do you want the one up or not? Because he just called your middle name out in the whole group. So if you
First
want
of
me to,
all-
I can tell you his middle name.
No, I ain't
drop
about to
it.
argue with Bernie
And look,
Mac.
Drop it.
Look,
Fade with the hoop earring in, and he just turned into a different person.
I'm conspiracy Lionel now. See, I'm in the new gimmick. It's after WrestleMania, right? So last season, like SummerSlam season, I was clean cut with the beard. I was corporate Lionel.
You was corporate.
Okay.
Corporate.
So now I'm conspiracy Lionel.
This new
What's
nation of domination, Lionel.
Yeah.
Nah, he look more like he look more like conspiracy. Like, yeah, you look like money laundering Lionel.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, fuck you.
Nah,
I
look,
don't like
couple
the
weeks
accuracy
ago-
of her statement, but she is right.
couple weeks
Lamar,
ago when
fuck
we
you
learned,
too.
I
we
agree.
learned
That's
his
fair.
middle name a couple weeks
Lamar,
ago.
you look like you own a denim jacket.
I own
Do
two
you?
of them.
I don't.
The
Oh,
fact that he had to think about it is the problem.
What's wrong?
Yeah.
It's the South.
I was just say I take offense to that because I have a denim one and a leather one.
You feel
But
me?
got
you
plenty of
don't look
leather
like
stuff.
Lamar.
What's up?
Braylon
did
still
you-
probably got goddamn Dragon Ball Z button down from the 3rd grade. You know what I'm talking about? The black one with all the fucking.
Nah.
Don't
Wait a
Plain.
minute. Wait a minute.
First of all,
Ain't
Lionel,
nobody had no Dragon Ball Z button down.
Bro, he said that too
They
accurately.
did.
I
Hey.
know,
The shirt
I
with the
know he
dragon
had.
on it in the flames. Yes, they did.
Look,
I was just about to say.
Nah.
Braylon, I was saying, look, me, we grew up together.
Nah.
Look me in my eyes and say you ain't have no Dragon Ball Z shirt.
I did not have no Dragon Ball Z.
He had one though.
You
He
like,
had,
Nah,
I know
look.
he had one.
Who,
You
me?
described it too well.
We didn't even watch Dragon Ball Z growing up.
A t-shirt is different than a button down.
He had the button
We're
down.
talking about somebody who got a button down Dragon Ball Z shirt.
It was that
will
silk
really
material. You know what I'm
think
talking
that
about?
shit is formal.
I was gonna
enough
say
to
there
wear
was
to
a
an
black
event.
button down that had the Dragon Balls on it. That was a button down for years.
You had that one.
Just
You had the one with the flames on it.
The twins had it. I remember that. Because they would wear them the same day, and I could still not tell them apart.
Oh, I can tell them apart like a motherfucker now.
And they was different colors. One was blue and one was black. I remember that so vividly, and I don't know
Man.
why.
Hey,
Oh,
shout out to the
shit.
twins. Twins slapped the shit out of somebody in the middle of class while we were taking the test.
I was there.
He did do that. He did.
And Miss B, shout out Miss B. Miss B looked up. She heard it.
Had to. It
But
sounded
it
like a
happened
fucking
so
cherry
quick.
bomb.
She didn't see it.
She
Oh,
looked up.
man.
They probably deserved it. I ain't got time for this.
Hey,
Man,
I
that
was
man
sitting at the
slapped.
table.
I was finna call it that man slapped the fuck out that boy. Like,
Look, I was sitting at the table. He had it coming.
you see how serious my face look like? I'm looking back into the past, like he slapped the fuck out that man.
Somebody slapped me like that, they going through the table. Period. Powerbomb style.
I just said back to that actually that Chris Rock situation. It's weird to me as a woman because the whole thing was like, oh, Will Smith was defending his wife. But if I was Chris Rock, it would have been some tussling, like the little orchestra down there by the stage, like these would have out the way. The camera dude would have had to get that camera like swing it out the way.
The crazy part about it,
I'll be just now getting off his ass. Like we'll be tussling. Like
Have you
it'll be
watched-
like a cartoon, so like the little ball of dust, you just see a hand fly out, then a fist. Like we'll be tussling like that. Like for real.
Because
Then slap me on TV?
Did you
that's just a thing.
stand up?
That's just a thing that I want to believe Chris Rock thought that I disrespected this man's wife. I should have expected something like this. Maybe
No, I'm
not.
gonna ask you a real ass. No, I'm gonna ask you a real ass question.
What's up?
I want you to answer me honestly.
But
Say
Will
you
was
said-
laughing though.
Say you said Lionel glasses look like Selena daddy glasses. Okay, you said it on Facebook Live. So then, say you said Lana got David Ruffin glasses on. Okay, Lana see you in person and say, you know what? Bow. You just gonna say, you know what, man? I respect that.
I gave you a Ric Flair
respect
chop.
you.
A Ric Flair
You
chop.
ain't gonna slap him back. No, like I want him to answer this question.
There's degrees to this because that's an automatic getting down with it. Because nigga, I was talking about your glasses. But I mean, come on,
that's fair.
man.
That's fair. Yeah, okay.
So you talking about my glasses today? I see you in the 5'3" next Thursday,
Right.
and I give you a Ric Flair chop, and everybody go woo. You just gonna take that?
So you
Then
just
I'm
gonna say,
coming,
you know
I'm
what?
coming,
I
then
understand.
I'm coming back with a
because-
big show slap. Like, we're coming
Right, you gonna
back.
get some lick back.
We just gonna be some chest slapping
But see,
niggas.
for
We just gonna be
this
saying
one,
woo back and forth. Okay. That's what I thought. I know you were gonna say, you know what? I disrespected you and I apologize. I know you were gonna say that. I knew you
I
were
feel
gonna.
like if I disrespected a man's wife in his face, and I thought it was funny, for whatever lapse in judgment, I thought it was funny, whether I'm a comedian or not, and that man walked up on me and slapped me in my face, it'll be an immediate, we about to do some shit in here.
But be fair,
And
though,
it would also be, all right, man, I disrespect your lady. I deserve that one.
but let's be fair though. Will laughed at the joke. I mean, hard.
Oh
True,
no,
he did.
no, he did, and I get it. But if somebody did the same to me, and somebody said something, somebody joked about Keisha, and I laughed at it, and I looked at Keisha, and she didn't find it funny. Oh, it ain't funny no more to me either.
I mean, but I don't think I would take
Everything
it to the
changed.
extreme where I would just walk up on stage and just slap the fuck. I'd probably be the kind like, all right, nigga, like, you know, I wouldn't get up and slap him.
I can't hold
So-
you like I could just turn my laugh off when Mel don't think something funny.
Oh, God.
Oh no,
When I look over
see,
and I
look,
see Mel ain't laughing, it's funnier to me.
nah, I ain't.
Not
I
at
ain't
her
playing them
expense,
games.
though.
Not
at
at her
I ain't playing them
expense.
games.
her disrespect.
I ain't playing
All
them
right.
games. But see, but there's two more degrees to this. One in which what Jada is dealing with, and she had just came out a few months or so ago with telling people that she had alopecia. I remember the lady, I think she's a senator or just a congresswoman from Massachusetts. She did the same thing. Like, so there are women, specifically black women. This is a thing really for black women because of how much black women care about their hair. So it's hard for them. It's harder for them to come out and say it, then accept it and wear it in public. So
Right.
I think Will laughed as one of them kind of Hollywood laughs. And then he was
No.
like, oh shit. But also in his book, Will talks about how he was willing to kill his dad because of how much his dad abused his mom and how he carried that shit with him his entire life. So this was a combination of everything. Like if I'm in the situation to protect a woman in which I love again, it's gonna happen immediately, and I'm not gonna regret that shit in the future. Because he can
And then-
apologize all he wants. I don't feel like he regret it like that.
I feel like also because I'm one of these people, and Lionel will back me up. I laugh at everything when I'm
At least at-
uncomfortable,
Yes.
when I'm sad, when I'm mad, I laugh. That's just my reaction. Not that it's funny. It's
Right.
just I laugh.
Like
I
that.
make
That's the
everything a
immediate
joke
reaction.
because- But yeah, that's when I'm laughing. Don't mean I'm not mad. Like, oh, you know, you get what I'm saying. So maybe that was just a knee jerk reaction. You know?
Yeah.
Hillary was a dude I was beefing with, said something, and Hillary laughed, and then he laughed, and I said, "You laughing, but I'm about to knock your bitch ass out."
And then he looked at me, and I was like, "Don't look at me, because he ain't gonna knock my bitch ass out. He gonna knock your bitch ass
I,
out."
I said it just like that, just with this face. You laughing, but I'm finna knock your bitch ass out.
What you did, Lon?
Yo,
He ran. You know what happened. Didn't want to
We-
get on the phone and talk shit.
We failed to talk about something a couple weeks ago that happened that I want to see how y'all would react to the same scenario. That Chris Brown concert thing, where a lady was invited on stage, and Chris Brown.
Oh, that shit. Yeah.
Chris Brown did his Chris Brown thing for the women who are his fans, and the dude, that woman's boyfriend, the next day was like, "Oh no, we ain't together no more." and
First of
it
all,
was
bro,
because of that. it wasn't her then going backstage with Chris Brown. It wasn't them exchanging information, and he just found out later. He looked in the phone and seen who is CB. Like, nah, it wasn't that. It
Cornerback?
was you. It was you was on stage getting grind on in front of millions of people. So, nah, I'm good on that. In that same situation, this
Okay, I
is
got
kind of a two-part. This is a two-part question.
Start with Lamar.
One, would you break up with the person you're with if they invited on stage and something like that happens? And two, if you wouldn't, if you would, is there an artist that you're willing to excuse it happening with the person you're with?
Y'all want me to go first?
No.
I was waiting for her. I ain't gonna lie. I was waiting for her shit. You were ready.
No.
See, this is my thing. It depends on the dynamic of your relationship already. Now, y'all already got some trust issues, or she done did something that rubbed you the wrong way before, and y'all just at a weird point in your relationship, then it's like, I wouldn't know how to feel. But if we had a good, like, I trust you completely, like, you done went places and experience, and I had absolutely no thought in my brain that you would, like, swing the other way, I wouldn't care. Like, enjoy yourself. This is a once in a lifetime experience to get brought on stage by Chris Brown and get grind. Shoot, I'm gonna be hyping you up too. We rich. Let's get it.
I ain't gonna lie. I would have been cool with it, but on the ride home, it would have been quiet. I would have looked over at her. I would have kept driving, saying, "Don't get the big head now." And that would have been the end. I wouldn't have brought it up again. Hey, don't get cocky.
No. See, I gotta keep bringing it up. Oh, a motherfucker thinks since they got grinded
on by Chris Brown. That they just eat the orange juice on the counter and stuff.
I'm gonna bring it up at every opportunity.
It could be months. It could be months later. Months later, you say some shit like, "Hey," you say some shit like, "Look, you say some shit like, look, I'm gonna pump the gas. You wanna go grab me something to drink? Oh, I don't feel like getting out. Oh, but if I was grinding on you, like Chris Brown, get out, dog.
You were gonna get me Arizona.
Beyonce, you want to buy to go up there get me a PC, but it's straight though. I can go get my own.
I don't worry about it. I got it. I grind my ass in and get it. How about that?
Man, I hold grudges. Y'all could call me climb through the TV because I hold grudges. So go to the next person.
So
Taylor ass still mad about a church lady in 2005 that told her that she didn't like the color stockings she had on.
I'm still mad about the church lady in 2005 that told me my butt was too big to wear pants. And I said, well, your dentures too big for your mouth, but ain't nobody saying into you. Praise the Lord about that.
I remember that. And then she got the mic, and then the lady 2 minutes later got the mic and started singing "On the Battlefield for the Lord."
I'm still mad
because it's going down. It's going down
from 5 years ago to
but
where
wait a minute.
It's the color of somebody's stocking on their bare skin. Like, how hard are you looking at sheer?
But wait a minute. I need to know what Hillary would do in this situation with the crowd. Somebody.
So y'all know that scene. I don't know if everybody ever watched, but watch. Y'all ever seen it? It's a movie called The 5 Heartbeats. And it was The 5 Heartbeats originally, and then they lead singer had got on crack.
Yeah.
So they got a new singer. His name was JT. And one of the people in The 5 Heartbeats was like, I don't like that nigga. So anyway, one day JT started singing to this girl. And then what was the other one name? It was JT and Flash? Was it Flash? Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, they were sitting there competing with the girl. She was sitting beside her nigga. Her nigga was sitting her like, and so then she just found it out because both of them sing, and then he'll like, get off me. That's me. Because don't do too much. Don't do too much. You can be excited, but don't faint. You feel what I'm saying? Why is you faint?
So you falling out now.
Okay, so that brings
like,
up
wow.
So that brings up the second part of the question. If you answer that way, is there an artist that you would excuse it happening?
Like the only artist that I can excuse somebody fainting for
Is there an artist I would do they have to be R&B artists or any artist?
It could just be rap or
Any
anybody.
artist. Yeah.
Like,
Look, I ain't gonna lie. If I go to a Future concert and she fall out,
red flag on the play, or whatever the referee be saying. You could have picked anybody but Future.
If she goes to a concert and she fall out because Lil Webber on stage, like, hey, look that fall out caliber type of artist.
You taking it in the other direction. You taking it in the I'm embarrassed about this shit.
Like, I'm leaving you here. That's Lil Webber. Like, that was like Jay-Z.
That's a different question though, because that's what artists do you see as a red flag?
Well, Jennifer, you never answered the original question.
I'm waiting
for this.
I don't think I'd care.
Jennifer would probably be recorded, honestly. She probably use it to hold over your head later. Oh yeah, remember when you got grinded on by this R&B artist?
And I'll probably just sit there and talk about grinding on by. Like,
what?
Did you bother to get an autograph afterwards? Because that's what my question is.
Now my second
question. I know who my exception is.
Where you at on it?
My exception would be Ryan Reynolds. Because that nigga is funny.
Way out there.
He is funny effortlessly. And if
Ryan
Reynolds touched your face and you fell out, I totally understand.
So if you at the show, and Meg the Stallion pull your person on stage, and she twerking on, you give her a whole show.
I love Meg the Stallion.
Exactly.
I love
her. Are you saying I'm giving you the pass to enjoy yourself up there?
Yes, enjoy yourself. Like, tell me what it was like. Like, did it blur your vision? What happened in that moment? Like, explain. I'll be saying, like, describe it to me.
Detail for detail.
I'm telling you, I saw it, but you felt it. So tell me what it was like.
So Lamar, where you at? Where you at on all of this? What you doing in this situation?
I was fucked up on the Meg the Stallion shit. Because I'm sitting here thinking, I ain't even heard her music. She just looked bigger than most bears I've shot. And the motherfucker and I know that sounds fucked up, but it is. Now, I'm thinking, all right, if my girl goes up, and it's not Meg the Stallion, who the fuck else would be? Let's say Future. My problem wouldn't be you going up there. My problem would be like, he a dog. I know he a dog.
Oh, but you know what? That's a good point. So not Future, but a step over if it's Drake, because you know how specific and kind of detailed this nigga is with all this stuff.
Yeah.
So if Drake pour her on stage, what's going on?
I think Lionel would agree with me on this one. I wouldn't care if it's Drake, because I feel like I can fight Drake. We can fight.
That's exactly what I feel like I can whoop Drake ass personally.
But no,
I'll be in the car. Drake
is the kind of sneaky nigga that'll do some shit. Like, he'll pull your girl phone out and you're trying to record it, like to give her a moment and shit. And nigga put the phone back, he put his number in and you don't even know it.
Right.
So, that's the thing.
Drake?
That's the type
Your girl
shit
like,
Drake
I'm going to Starbucks, and then she leave and be gone for like 10 minutes. She come back pregnant by Drake kid. You don't know what the fuck he's capable of.
Nah, Lionel, y'all bring up a good point with the joke there. If you at a show and some reason Soulja Boy comes out and pull your girl on stage, what's happening?
I'm pulling her back. Fuck you going. Sit your ass.
No, look, you know what? You ain't gotta pull her back, because she probably gonna pull back her damn face.
She was like, no, thank you.
No.
I don't know how to do
Hillary,
that. What he gonna do? Put on the stage and do the Soulja Boy with her?
No.
See, now you add a whole nother element.
Yeah,
you add a whole nother element.
Lionel, she's not supposed to have no t-shirt that big on in the first place.
I told y'all,
you added another element
with a rubber band chain.
Because if that song comes on and he pour her on stage, then you like, all right, this is for nostalgia. I'll let this one go.
Yeah.
But if he's doing any other shit and you accept that invitation on stage, I'm looking around like I went with that motherfucker.
Because
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
What song in Soulja Boy catalog is to pull a girl on stage and ground her?
I don't know if it's like that, but I don't think you got a lot.
Kiss me
He ain't
through
got a lot, but it's kiss me through the phone. That would be
How you
that
gonna
one.
go out on the kitchen? Kiss me through the.
either that or not. If she go upstage and he singing this song, Soldier Girl, nah, I ain't come with
Oh,
her.
that's the other one.
Yeah. I don't
But
know.
see,
Look, I'm leaving her at the venue. You gotta
Like,
Uber.
you got
Find
her.
your way home.
I think
Not
I
even
think
kiss me
about
through the
those.
phone.
I think about those old Janet Jackson concerts where Janet, the shit that she would do to the men that she pulled on stage, we shouldn't even been able to watch. Like I
Look.
was watching that shit as a kid, and I should not have been able to watch it. It was on HBO. One of her shows was on HBO, and I was watching it like, all right, somebody's clothes about to come off, and I know it, and I don't supposed to be watching. So
Hold on, I figured out my exception. I figured out my exception,
okay,
even though it
who
never
is it?
happened. Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Michael
Jackson.
Jackson is
I
so
can see
Hey,
that.
French.
look, man. Look, if it's Mike, I feel like most people be like, "Oh, you just inviting her on stage, nigga. What about me?
On the fact,
Like, we
I want
can't
to
come
go
up here
on.
together."
I'm going.
I want
I can do
to
the
go my
walk
face.
too, nigga. Like,
Look, but I just thought of something. Soldier Boy, Soldier Boy pulled my wife on stage. I'm leaving her at the venue. She called me. I'm telling her to you or her ass home.
Yeah,
kiss
hey,
me through the
get,
phone because I'm not coming to
hey,
get you.
You or your
get,
ass
get,
home.
get Soldier Boy to drop you off. How about that? Put that nigga
How
on.
about that?
So,
Since you hit
how
Soldier
about that?
Girl, yeah. How about that?
Oh, I just thought of
Yeah.
something else. Michael Jackson, but not Prince. You can't
Not
even
Prince.
look at the stage. Look, turn
You know
around.
what?
Prince would be on
Look
some
at the-
shit. That's facts. Yeah.
You know
No,
what?
I feel
And
like I
I'm
can
a
fight Prince.
Prince,
So
and I'm a Prince fan over
I
Mike.
love Prince.
But if I'm with somebody that I love deeply, and I don't want to be around without this person, nah, man, you ain't get on that stage with Prince.
No,
Because
turn
I know
around.
you ain't
Oh,
coming back.
here,
Because
no,
I know
see,
you ain't coming back.
here we go. Hey,
You
I'm
ain't
about to
coming
put
back.
JE's on the spot one more time, y'all.
I'm gonna
It ain't
take it a
gonna work.
step.
I'm telling you, it's not gonna work.
I'm gonna take it a step further. I'm buying the pants with butt cheeks cut out. Look,
Hey, them assless chaps.
Dinner with Kareem Bailey Ray or a McChicken from McDonald's at 10:30. So
AM or
everything
PM.
AM.
That makes a difference. Oh.
AM. So everything that they drop is fresh with
say
some
that again.
actual light mayo and just enough lettuce.
Say that
Man, I don't
again.
give a damn
Go
about that McChicken. We talking about Kareem Bailey Ray, man.
Platinum
Give a
food stamp card.
You're not gonna do this, man. Look, did you see the video I shared yesterday? That artist that I found on TikTok, she's Egyptian. That was one of the things I didn't know. But if you want to get me to like your music, do a cover of Kareem's music, and I'm there, and I'm paying for your shit because I
Platinum
paid for some of
food
her shit
stamp
after that.
card
So, it's not gonna
or
work.
dinner with Kareem Bailey Ray.
Not gonna work.
But you don't get to eat, talk, or see her. It's just a chair that said Kareem Bailey Ray on it.
Look, I was in the ideal of her presence, and that's good enough for me.
Hold on, you see, Lionel, you making it too easy for
He
him. You got
geeking. No, because he geeking. That's what it is.
It ain't gonna work, man.
you got to
It
make
ain't
it
gonna work.
important, Lionel. Okay, J's dinner with Keisha or dinner with Miss Ray.
Keisha understand. She'll tell me to go.
That's not hard enough.
She'll tell
That's
me to
not
go.
hard enough.
Look,
And
because
the killer part
look,
about it, she's so understanding. She's probably gonna be like, "Go ahead." Like,
because look,
sure, go ahead.
Keisha is a lot like my mom is in these situations. Like my dad used to joke sometimes when I was in the house about he was going to see his girlfriend or something, and I remember thinking, why is this nigga saying this? And because I was a kid, like, why are you saying this to my mama? What's going on? And I remember my mama be like, all right, well, make sure she puts some down on this light bill for taking up your time. So,
All right,
like,
I'm
look,
right now.
I got it. I
Do
got it.
my
the
I got it.
mama,
Q.
my
Hey, man,
mama asked my dad once when he said that, she said, which car are you taking? He said, Mom, I'm gonna take the Suburban. She said, she gonna put some gas in there? I was like, all right, look, man.
every time J's picks anything over Keisha, I'm lighting the black.
Here we go.
New
Dinner with
segment.
Keisha or dinner with Kareem Bailey Ray. And if you choose dinner with Keisha, Keisha also gets the platinum food stamp card.
She understands. She'll tell me to go. She'll tell me to go.
Okay.
Look, it's not gonna work, man. You don't have any scenarios there. You just don't. And you can't use the Christian element because I'm not Christian.
Hold on.
Okay, I got it.
So I'm gonna pick Korean over Jesus.
Look. I'm gonna make you pick this food stamp. Watch this. If I don't get them right here, we'll move on. You ready?
All right, let's
Dinner with Kareem Bailey Ray or dinner with Kareem Bailey Ray with a platinum food stamp card. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me.
You tried some Jedi mind trick there, but I see you.
So now you just turn it down the food stamp card. Just turn it down now.
I'm taking whichever one gets me closer.
Nah, pick one. It's the same seat, same dinner.
Okay.
So one got the platinum food stamp card and one don't.
Look, man, I'm taking whichever one get me closer.
Nah, I need you to pick one.
Okay, I'll take the one with the food stamp card.
I told y'all I get to pick that food stamp card. I told y'all.
I got it, Lionel. I think I got it. Dinner with Kareem Ray or your first father-daughter dance with Lyric.
Oh,
gotcha.
Hey, man.
Gotcha.
Look, I'm going to that dinner.
Understand?
Lyric ain't gonna understand. Lyric is not gonna understand.
I danced with Lyric at her wedding when she had one. I'm going to that dinner.
You know she ain't finna invite you. You know she ain't finna.
You know what Lyric gonna say to you? Shut your homeless ass. You just looking for a place.
This is homeless nigga activity.
You just look free food.
That's the one. That's the one.
I'm never gonna let that die. I'm never gonna let that die. You homeless, even though you homeless.
Look, I almost want to. That was Keisha's idea. Keisha wanted to be petty with it and make a "You Homeless" T-shirt.
And you know what? If she makes it, I will buy it.
Listen,
they do a photo op in every room in your house wearing that shirt.
Oh, that's
you gotta
brilliant.
be kicked back in a recliner with like a plate of ribs, like sitting on your chest and a remote in your hand, but you gotta be able to see. See, I need to be a photographer. I need to be a photographer.
She need to make
all
to be dirty, but it's clean.
And just take photos in every single.
I like that.
Understand? We're not capping.
Now, let's move on. Let's move on. Jennifer, what's on your mind? Yeah.
Okay. I got one for Jennifer. Dinner with Kareem Bailey Ray. Hey, wait.
Legitimately, I only know this person's name, so this is not gonna work.
What?
I'm so sorry.
I got it. I got you.
Dinner with Kareem Bailey Ray or with Jack the Ripper. Do you know how many times in college you told me about Jack the Ripper, the books you read, the magazines?
Listen, I have so many books on Jack the Ripper.
Dinner with Dr. Who or dinner with Jack? Because she's weird.
She's a white girl. That's the thing. That's the thing.
She's weird.
It's also really common. It's a really common character that people use for murder mysteries in anime and manga. So I picked it up as a second-hand interest to my anime and manga to understand the historical context.
Jennifer did.
But let me see if I can make a link. Let me see if I can make a link here. Are you also interested in all the theories behind the Black Dahlia murder?
I've heard some of those, but since it's not as common of a trope in the fiction that I was reading, not
fiction.
Really.
I got you.
Because like Jack the Ripper was a really common focus point in what I was reading at the time.
Yeah, I do like a theory of who they believe he was, and it was H.H. Holmes. Somebody threw that around because of how wealthy he was, and it was in the same time, and he could have been over there doing some shit. And he was just randomly killing motherfuckers in Chicago like that and around the US. And kind of the same way. They was looking at the MO. It was kind of the same way. But wow, that is very random. Jack the Ripper. That is random.
My cousin, for whatever reason, called him Jack the Plumber, and would tell stories, but in like a plumber fashion. Like, yeah, he come through the toilet and he takes his plumber. I ain't touched the. I ain't touched.
You want to know a random memory that I just unlocked?
Okay.
I want to see if he just hit the same thing. Right
Braylon in kindergarten, Braylon learned how to read before everybody else. And we hated his bitch ass for it.
And I honestly don't even know where it came from. I didn't watch no Hook on Phonics. I didn't read books.
What was the book about the duck? The farmer that lost the duck. The book about the farmer that lost the duck. He was Miss Vaughn. Shout out Miss Vaughn. Miss Vaughn still.
Oh, Miss Vaughn.
Miss Vaughn said, "Who know how to read this book?" And Braylon, his volunteering fucking velociraptor ass, got up and was like, "I can read it, Miss Vaughn." When even in her class.
Wait,
ain't gonna get up there and read the book.
Kindergarten just wandering the halls.
I teacher left early that day or something, so our class had to
just walking from class to class saying he could read.
You know, when the teacher was absent in Perry County School, they combine the class. They don't fucking sub.
Oh yeah.
They split y'all up in elementary school.
Get y'all ass in there. They do the same thing they do.
The same thing they doing, even though they ain't doing nothing y'all doing. 9 times out of 10, your teacher was slacking anyway.
I'll still give Josh for getting that giant candy cane hurt to this day for saying Merry Christmas. That I had to remember the anxiety I had in my heart.
Yeah, you see, you played yourself because you got up there and you did all that reading in front of everybody.
Yo,
and shit.
In the vein of doing too much, because that's what you're trying to say he was doing. I just want to give a shout out to my TV uncle Shannon Sharp for doing too much. When he said he once paid for a woman's divorce because he believed she was the one.
Yep.
And said he told this woman and her husband, why y'all arguing over this little bit of money? You know how bad you want to be with somebody and say, fuck it, I will pay for your divorce?
This nigga the GOAT.
The absolute.
Here he is, still single, never married.
Look, I ain't gonna lie. If we are in the process of getting a divorce and your new nigga offer to pay with it, we get back together.
Nah.
I ain't going down
work
like
this out.
I ain't going down like
that. Fuck that nigga. We finna work this shit out.
I ain't going down like that.
I think the only funnier thing I've heard about somebody paying for somebody else's divorce was
No, wait, stop right there, because how have you heard about this happening before?
Wait for it.
Is someone's ex helping pay for the divorce and them not getting back together on the other end?
You're joking, right?
No, I'm not.
No, wait.
They wanted to be out of the relationship, like officially done. Like, yeah, I pay half of it, but I don't care. He can have you.
I don't think I'm that cool with any of my exes that they'll help me pay attention.
I won't give one of my exes a ham sandwich with a little bit of tomato on it, let alone pay for a divorce.
Like, I hate all my exes. Like, I see them, I be like, hey, and then I do like the little fake hug where you do like this on their back. But fuck them.
You know what's crazy? I get along with all my exes except one.
No,
we ain't got to go there.
I get along with most of them when I see them. I get along with them so much that I put the ex up with one of my homeboys that I had after her.
I've done it.
You see, this is what I don't like about you. The JEs. You is too cool.
You really
what the fuck?
You really are.
Lionel, you can't hold Jay for this one. He followed Hot Damns I Rock 4 rules of engagement. You know he followed them to the letter. You know he did.
That's my guy.
He did.
Oh my God, have
That's
y'all
my
been
guy
watching
right
him
there.
lately? Have y'all been
He's
watching him lately?
I have, yeah.
a lot since his
Not closely, but probably like somewhere the last year or so.
he's changed a lot since his best friend is his dog. Like, he's been
Yo,
I don't it's weird. I
then there
don't know.
was some type of weird illness that he had. So
Yeah, like
What
Yeah.
are you doing? What are you
that
doing?
is,
I'm not gonna say
I
he's weird, but he is a little bit more
What are you
morbid.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I wouldn't even say,
yeah.
but he's a little bit more aware of his, I guess, his
All I know
humanity.
it's a lot of the content creators, especially from the time
Don't do
because he was before Vine. But if
Yeah,
you're
he
looking
was.
at Vine all the way down, they got to go back to thank him. You
It's
got to
not
go
even
back and think how damn I rock.
it's not even so much of his content now because it's not anything I haven't seen before
Right.
necessarily, but it's just knowing where he came from. Like fuck,
Exactly.
hmm
Exactly.
like
But he's
going
still like,
small,
he's still spitting truth. It's just
Still,
not in the manner in which you are accustomed to hearing it. Like,
like that
pretty much.
he's brotherly love thing going. He just took a direction with it.
yeah,
But this thing with what happened with my ex, I've done this more than once. And one thing that I found out is motherfuckers just be wanting, they just be wanting you to say, okay, you can do it. Because
Yeah,
look, I've had homies that I've been with somebody like close to the end of the relationship and they met the homie and I don't know if they thought about it at that moment, but I was like, okay, you find that nigga attractive, see what he gonna do, holler at him. You
okay.
want me to give him, pass a number or something? Because at that
and
point I
see, you're
don't
not
care
following
anymore.
the code. I don't like. I kind of don't
Like
like. You're not doing the code.
this,
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. If afterwards, if it's not just a fling, if they actually get together and grow together and have a family and everything, does
I
it
know.
wipe it
I
off?
don't want them to grow together. I want the nigga to disappear. I don't want to ever see him again. I don't want you. You know what? You tell people I don't wish anything but happiness. No, I wish misery. I don't want you to be happy. No, okay. Like I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you, like this is me being serious and transparent. This is the code that I have with my friends.
What you
I
got?
don't have but 2.5 friends, so pretty tight code.
Okay.
We've been refining this for 20 years.
Back.
So if it's just a fling is defined as like somebody that you cool with, you chill with, but you don't have a title. Free game.
Yeah.
If it's my friend's family, you gotta cuff. You can't
That's
just
fair.
fling with them. You cannot fling with the family because if you let them stay the family, if you wanted to be just the family, you find somebody else to do.
Okay.
But if it's a serious relationship, they are always off limits because feelings are always attached, regardless of if it was 10 years ago. Feelings are always attached. So that's our code. I don't know about everybody else.
Our
That's a
code
good
was simple.
variable.
No dibs on the sibs.
Right.
That
If it's
I
not
like.
gonna be your wife, don't like. If it's
No
not like that's how I
dibs.
do with my homegirls.
Great.
If you want my brother, okay, you gotta marry him tomorrow.
That's the last point you brought up was a good one because one of the exes I remember hooking up with somebody the most is an ex that I had a kind of long relationship with, and we were serious. It just didn't work.
Right.
Okay, and this relationship typically in the amount of time wasn't long, but mental time it was long as fuck. Like
Right.
by the months we were together 6 months consistently, but mental time that shit was a couple years because we just didn't work in a relationship. It just didn't
Right.
work.
Hillary
But
had this one friend.
we
sorry.
were hold on, we were trying really hard. I don't want to reveal too much stuff, so I just say a homie. It was a close homie.
Yeah.
And she seen him on a dating app. And she just started, and they started talking or whatever, and my name got dropped somewhere in the middle of it. And she was like, "Oh, I don't know about that." And
Right.
and he told me that he met her, and I was like, "Oh shit, yeah, man, do what you gotta do." He was like, "For real?" I was like, "Yeah, man, have fun." He was like, "Go do it." That nigga hit me back a couple months later. He said, "Man, why the fuck you did that?" I was like, "Did what?" I was like, "You had fun?" He's like, "Yeah, I had fun, but the shit was dangerous." Just like I don't want to. He's like, "Man, you didn't tell me anything." He's like, "Why
You
do
didn't
you need
ask.
me to give you the book? I thought
I'm
y'all
not,
had a thing going
No,
on."
write your own book. See, y'all see. That's the reason. Write your own book. Nigga don't
it's,
ask me.
I'm not going to put
Give you
anything
no tips.
in your
Like,
head.
No.
If you think that's the one for you, bro, go for it.
And, okay,
But just
see
know,
that
you know
that
me,
is the way.
and if you work with me, just know that.
That
Hillary,
is the
oh
way that
no,
I
Hillary,
that
look
sound
at
a
it.
little salty.
But see,
You
the
see
reason
what
why I
I'm
look at
saying?
it, the reason why I look at it that way is because I know a bunch of successful relationships that started out as just a physical thing and just started out as
Yeah.
just a fling.
Yep.
So if there's a second in your mind that you believe this person that I was once involved with can be your person, hey man, go try it. Give it a shot.
I'm
That's
not that selfless. I'm sorry.
Hillary. So check this out. Hillary had this one friend that wanted to get with me. Every time I came around, Hillary used to growl. She used to damn
he.
growl like a fucking a fucking mama dog protecting his puppy.
Wait,
Damn.
hold on. Because we're not gonna talk about. We just leave it alone now. We gonna leave it chat alone.
Growl. Like that's some earthen kick shit. Like,
I was charming as hell.
okay now. Okay.
Jen after that, so I don't find it true.
Look, I'm gonna take
Come
your
on now,
word
cool.
for it,
We
man. I'm
grew
gonna
up together.
believe
You
you.
know me.
I'm gonna believe you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
You
Jennifer,
believe
ever had?
Lionel?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna believe Lionel. I'm a rock with you. I'm a rock with you.
I'll give Lionel this. He is smooth. He's smoother than he looks.
Where?
Wait, hold up. That's an
Yeah,
insult.
where?
I took offense to that.
What kind of shit is that?
You.
What
He's
kind of shit? Wow.
Damn.
You, I don't
God
know
damn,
if you
babe.
meant
I
that.
forgot you snoring.
I don't know if you
Yeah.
meant that. But, yeah.
snorted. Who snorted?
Damn.
Oh, that's me. I see when I laugh.
I thought we was boys.
It wasn't an insult.
Sounds like a pug. I love her, but it do be like that. I love this one.
And then wait, what you just say?
I
I
would
said
say
it's when I laugh.
Oh,
I would say the opposite for me. I am not as smooth as I look. Not at all.
I feel like I'm slick. I feel like I'm very slick. I'm slicker than a can of oil because what I do is I joke them out they drop. So
You almost
a can of oil itself is not slick. It's the oil inside of the can that is slick.
when you pour the oil out of the can, the
Really,
inside
you
of the can.
doing that? You being that guy?
I feel like I'm very dead nickel because I'm like
You
I have a
very
joke for
you
every.
very him.
I'm Hemi Turner.
I'm done.
look, Jay. I kid you not.
That's funny. That's
Me
funny.
and him would like joke around a lot.
It's Hemi
And, like,
Turner. I like that.
Oh, I ain't gonna even front, yo.
And
I
not
ain't gonna
stay.
front. I'm smooth as fuck. I'm smooth, and I've been that way for a long time because I knew I had to depend on something. I
Right.
know this ain't doing it all the time. It's done it sometimes, but I know it ain't doing it all the time. I think I told y'all before, when I was in junior high and high school, there are a bunch of girls at that school who received a letter from me that they thought they was receiving from somebody else because they had me to write it for them.
Bro, I've
that
broken
smooth.
up with
So,
people for other people before.
yes.
I remember
And
that.
it was the most awkward thing. I'm sitting here,
remember.
I'm ruining this. Like they gon' get into it bad, and it worked.
Hey, I can see one of J.E.'s letters now. When I look at your inner beauty, I think of the way
I can just hear the snaps in the background. Like
I can think of the way the ocean bounces off of the reflection of the
can
atmosphere.
you smell the incense?
You know, I'm about to ask a dangerous question. Lionel, this is all for you to roast me clean, open, just full throttle. Go for it.
Okay, you be careful because I got a couple of wound up for you.
Okay. There was one day in college. I was in the room with you and Sean. I'd walked out to use the bathroom or something. I walked back in, and you and Sean both said, Lamar, you can fuck any girl on this campus. You're not smooth, but you're bold enough to do it. Is that smooth or is it like what would you call it?
So Lamar, I would describe you like you don't care about basic stuff so much that the fear of rejection doesn't affect you.
No, I got one better for you. I'm gonna describe it to you as a girl. Are you ready?
Oh, please.
Lamar, you have the audacity.
There
it is.
That's what we call it.
Is audacious a
You
word?
have the audacity, period.
Audacious.
You audacious ant.
There it
So
is.
that's what it is like. I'm not gonna I'm gonna tell you a secret. Girls can pretty much, well, I'm just saying my very limited experience. Women, when they're thinking about it in a purely sexual manner, we can look at you and be like, and it takes me about, I'm gonna say my average is about 8.3 seconds. I can tell whether or not I would have sex with you looking at you for 10 seconds.
I've heard that.
So it's like you can pick up on it like that little sonar from Space Ghost. No, Johnny Quest. That's like, sonar. Johnny Quest.
I've heard that before.
I think Jennifer's hallmate, the one that you always got in an argument with, wanted you so bad, but unfortunately, you did not like her enough to do so.
If I had my way, I ain't gonna say that.
Yeah, we won't. Yeah, leave it at that.
That is a way to start a sentence.
If I had my way,
no. I'm not gonna.
Hey,
one of my favorite Chris episodes.
On a serious note, on a serious note, I don't look smooth.
Look or talk smooth, because those are two different things. Looking smooth and talking smooth are two different things.
I'm not smooth like with the parents.
Are you upset?
I got the SpongeBob show. No, because Bradley kind of fucked me up with that one. You smoother than he look. Wait, hold up. I thought I was doing my eye out here.
I'm saying it like this. Most people's first reaction when they meet you is, "You funny, bro. You are funny as hell."
That's a lie. The first reaction when they see him is, "Damn, he big." Then
that's the first one.
Then is, "Oh, he funny as shit." Like,
see, I must have missed the memo because my first reaction was, "He funny. I gotta have my jokes ready because he about to flame me in front of everybody. It just ain't gonna happen, bro."
I just recently, from like ages 16 to 20, well, how old am I now?
You're 28.
No, it just, I know what you about to say. No, you been had the jokes. You just different with them now. See, now it's more of, I don't give a damn, I'm just say whatever. Back then, more calculated and like, I'm gonna say truth within the joke.
Yeah, Lionel's sense of humor was more dry and sarcastic.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
And I understood it. So a lot of the time people went there, I'm like, bro, that was funny. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
You don't know he just called you a poopy face tomato nose. And, and you just sit up here like, that wasn't funny. I bet it wasn't because you weren't smart enough to catch it.
Funny.
Exactly.
The name when I was out there dating, for me, especially after the sex work stuff, the name of the game for me was to marinate the situation. Basically, we ain't got to do nothing the first time we meet. We ain't got to do that the second, third, whatever. But mention it very passively, like in these conversations. And when you catch it and start talking about it, I'm gonna move off it again because I still want to know more about you. I genuinely wanted to know about the people that I was involved with. And I remember this one lady I went on with like 5 or 6 official ass dates on. And there was never a sign that I could read 100% that it was going to happen. And that's always the thing for guys. Like you have to stand up, hit a nigga in the head with a mallet and say, fuck it, before he get it.
I swear I'm oblivious as fuck.
Are you serious?
Yes. Good. Look, I've been with Keisha since 2009. Still, sometimes you need to make that shit 1000% clear. Otherwise, I don't want to assume anything.
You be sitting like, so.
Nah.
So.
Nah. Don't give me a no. Don't make this elaborate or whatever. Just tell me. So, now, if you tell me, I can make it, I can smooth it out a little bit more. If we talk about it ahead of time, I can smooth it out a little bit more. But I don't want to assume and it's not there because then I just messed the whole night up.
That's so funny.
We went on a bunch of dates, and for whatever reason, it didn't work. She got back with her ex, and I seen her like a couple years ago, or so later. And one of the first things she said to me when we started talking, to show you how long ago this was, she sent me a message on MySpace. That's how.
Who the fuck is screaming?
Right? I was wondering about this.
Oh, yo, I got 4 kids.
Look, you see, I'm just still.
Oh,
I know we
remember in the
matter of
background.
fact, let me see which one it is. Hey, which one of y'all screaming?
No, they're just children.
Right.
They don't shut the fuck up.
Y'all better not be on that toilet.
Exactly. You know, I got 4 kids. So I know, matter of fact, the one that's screaming is the oldest, and the reason why the one who's screaming is the oldest is because the mama is messing with her. So, ow. Oh, yo.
The mama.
Ow. Oh, yo,
I was gonna say, like, I knew it was a kid screaming. I wasn't gonna question it.
Like,
it wasn't even one of the young ones. It's the oldest. Oh, yo, ow.
Who's the oldest?
Including that guy. Who to go up? We got to go back and get another lineup, John. But we gotta get our joints together.
Oh man,
yeah, we'll hook you up. But yeah. So one of the first things she said to me in the message room when she sent me a message on MySpace, she said, "Hey, it's been a while." She was like, "Yeah, you know I wanted to fuck you." I was
like, why didn't we?
I remember looking at that message for like minutes. Like, did I just read this right? I was like, no, I never knew that. She was like, yeah, but you never said anything or did anything. I was like, oh, yeah, it's no problem. It's all good.
This is where me and Jay, like, we intertwine so well because every single person that I ended up having sex with, I was not trying to whatsoever. It was literally the last thing on my. I'll be like, okay, I'm just gonna go hang out. I'm gonna have a good time. We're gonna laugh. I'm gonna go home. And it's like, I remember one time this girl was like, "Why did you wear pants to an appointment?" I'm like, "What appointment?"
Right.
I was like, you thought this was a sneaky link?
hey.
I was like, did you book something? I'm sorry, I know what I
look.
Braylon.
I'm gonna tell you some shit because I'm certain I'm the oldest person on this call. I'm gonna tell you some shit we used to do when we used to meet people in person for the first time. Whether you knew what they looked like previously or not, but that wasn't always a sure thing back then. Look, catfishing was a real thing. I don't know how it's still a real thing. But look, what you do is before you walk in the house that you're meeting this person at, or the car, or whatever, you text a homie or you call them and say, look, call me in 10 minutes and I'll let you know.
Orange, Lamar. Oranges.
I remember that.
Okay, so y'all got it. Y'all got one. Y'all got one. So look,
Lamar saved me more than I saved him, but oranges.
I was gonna say,
as soon as that call comes through in 10 minutes, it's either, oh, word, that's crazy, man. I'm chilling right now, man. This is something I've been looking forward to doing, man. I'll get back with you. Or, word, who? Shit, man, I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Who at?
Oh, yes,
come on, man.
I've staged whole meltdowns to get friends.
Listen,
Jim, but I'm all the way. I'm all the way out here. You sure they need it right now? All right, man. All right, I'll be right there, man.
Y'all gotta tell me. Y'all gotta tell me the craziest get out of jail free cards that y'all friends ever did for y'all.
I'll go first.
Go for it, Lionel. I remember this one. Go for it, Lionel.
They know this one. They know this one.
So we were sophomores. We had just set the code up like September 1.
Okay.
Because we were just like, hey, yo, we can't survive another freshman year.
Word.
So here's what it is. If anybody, usually I would hit Lamar individually because Lamar was better at answering his phone than every other dude. Right? So in our fellas group chat, if an orange popped up, that means call the person who put the orange in the group immediately. I am in a situation. Get out.
Help me, nigga.
Everybody understood that. Okay. So one of Jen's friends, which I'm pretty sure now she's pretty sure she was a racist.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Oh, wow.
That's
Wow.
completely fair.
Yes, I remember this girl.
But
Yes.
just not racist towards me.
Okay.
What? If she was racist, my nigga. There's no exception
Hillary.
to the rule. Like
Unfortunately, they do have exceptions.
they do.
Yeah.
Read
Yeah, I
between
promise
the
you they do.
lines.
Yeah.
Between the lines.
I got you. Damn.
Okay. So she was like, it was 30, the football season had just started. Wait, hold up. Check.
Good.
Gotcha.
Check.
Gotcha.
So she was like, yeah, come watch the Thursday night game. I was like, okay. Sure. Me being oblivious. Football.
Right.
Okay. Get up there. Game kicked off at 7:15. It was the Packers and the Lions. Packers and somebody.
Packers
somebody
and the
good.
Lions.
Packers.
We're gonna get back to why that's funny to me. But go ahead.
There was the Packers and somebody. It was the Packers and somebody who was good, really good at the time in 2015. So
Okay.
This would have been 2014, Lionel. Not
well,
2015.
2014. So watching the game. Personal space was
at a minimum
removed.
Invaded.
Then Green Bay started losing.
Oh.
Now, Tulin Hall had some of the sturdiest furniture. Okay.
On the whole campus.
They cut down one tree and made a dresser with that one tree. All the wood.
Wow.
It was strong as fuck. It was stupid strong.
And those dressers were heavy.
Wow.
It took me and Lamar to move a dresser. And it wasn't even
Like, context.
I don't believe it. Lamar, I saw
Lamar weak at Lamar ain't that strong.
No. Lamar had a whole dryer on his back. I don't believe you.
I remember that. Yeah, she right. I forgot about that.
He didn't carry a dryer on his back like a backpack. But
most buildings made resident advisors move the furniture around so that they were all in the same setup. We left Tulin Hall the fuck alone.
So, that oak tree that we called the dresser, she kicked it one time. And I was ready to go. But I was scared to get up because I saw how she kicked that dresser. And so her roommate walked in, who was blackety black. She walked in, she looked at me, I looked at her, she looked at me, and she said,
What is going on?
I knew I was looking at her like, save me, please. And she was like, what you want me to do? I'm gone. I'm out of here. So
she wasn't sticking around.
She got through kicking.
Oh, it was a continuous round of kicks.
Personal space was avoided again.
Okay.
I stretched. Got Lamar. Orange.
Yeah, I remember this one. I remember this one, 100%.
Lamar called. I put him on speakerphone. He said, hey, get your shit. I need you. Let's go right now. I said, what's going on? I'll tell you when you meet me, but we got to go right now. I need your help.
Word.
Like, nothing you're doing right now is more important than you helping me right now. I want you to know that if you're my friend, you will get your shit and you will meet me. Where are you? I'm downstairs.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be there. Me and Lamar went to Waffle House.
That's it. That's it.
I appreciate you, man.
We sat in Waffle House. We talked to a black girl named Brittany that he was always trying to hook me up with. And yeah, he's still mad about that. He's still mad about that.
It's not. Listen, Lamar messed up the one chance we had at a Waffle House plug.
I swear that was a thing.
Free
I
Waffle
swear
House.
that was a thing. I got so much free Waffle House. Oh my god.
Man, listen, we walked into Waffle House on a Friday night after trivia because we were some nerds. And we talking, and Lamar's talking about the bonfire, and this she wasn't even our waitress. She was way on the other side of the restaurant, like 2 or 3 feet away. And she go, "Oh, so you got a bonfire pit?" And Lamar turned around, he turned the charm on real quick. "Yeah, baby. It's about 6 feet deep, 6 feet wide. Burn pallets, you can't even see it burning." And then here we go. We zoom in on, "Yeah, man, Lamar's the man. He builds fire in a couple of days. We'll burn all night." Yeah. And rule number 1 about the bonfire pit was don't tell no motherfucker about the bonfire pit. Because the more people that know, the more people want to bring more people, and that's how niggas get caught.
Yep.
So Lamar was like, "You should come. And I'll show you how this thing works." And she was like, "When your next one?" We're like, "Tomorrow night." Tomorrow night. We had just burned. So that means we trying to get Lamar in there. So that means we got to dig the 6 feet of ash out. And all that stuff. And we did it. We did it for Lamar. And she came down and she had fun. And Lamar just stopped talking to the woman.
I mean, you can't get back. He probably didn't like her Waffle House ways. Like, they be changing up and the price is never the same. Like,
Lamar should have took that one for the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
Yeah, you should for the team.
This is Waffle
I'm
House
sorry.
for hungry college.
Bro, okay, I got to ask you one. Jen, you were a part of this. So tell me your position on this. Which was more treacherous? The day that I didn't get with Brittany, or the day that we had a whole day set up with you and Meg, nothing happened. Nigga, do you know how many steaks? Do you know how many bullets I had to buy? When we
Okay.
Stop laughing at
for the record, there was nothing there. So I knew it was a lost cause.
Oh.
And we can talk about why I knew that was a lost cause offline. Because I don't want to incriminate somebody else.
Oh, damn.
2.
Okay.
Nick, how you gonna do me like this?
I remember Jen helped me load the guns to give to Meg and her friend. I think her friend's name was Stephanie. And you put on a black hoodie like you were walking down the street and you were waiting for 2 white women who happened to, I'm not saying it looked like that, but you was walking and they were shooting at you. Now, Hillary, stop laughing at me. I didn't make it like that. He didn't put the fucking thing on. Jen and I walk back behind the vehicle and we're loading, we're doing different shit, setting up bottles, and she's laughing like Lamar fucking Lional likes her, and she said something like that. I'm like, yeah.
I don't remember this conversation, but I believe it.
Because there was nothing there.
You were helping me set up green bottles that were half your size, and you don't remember this shit. Okay.
There was nothing there.
Jen is like, absolutely not.
We should have all accepted the fact that my memory is shit.
That coffee, it do it to her.
Hey, don't do that.
Jennifer, what did you have for lunch today?
Jambalaya.
What did you have for lunch last Tuesday?
Fuck if I know.
Yo, speaking of Jennifer's day though, I need y'all to now get off me for wearing my boots a few weeks ago, since Jennifer was out here sporting some herself. So yeah,
I love
it
those.
happens. Okay,
Jennifer didn't
It
break her
happens.
ankle trying to steal a mop, so that don't count.
hey, look, man, steel is such a dangerous word. Okay.
Acquire?
What you were doing?
She
I
was trying to
was-
acquire a mop.
I was attempting to borrow a mop from my parents with no
Unknown.
timetable of return. That's the difference.
You was out for 2 to 6 weeks with a high ankle sprain.
And I walked 3 blocks home after a whole bottle of wine and those in Baltimore.
What the
So
okay. You
What
know what?
the-
Granted, I
ain't
mean,
got
it's
nothing
still
for that.
kind of cold in Baltimore. It ain't
got-
cold.
I was more talking about how the fact that the sidewalks are shit here.
Yeah, you
I
almost
believe
gotta wear
that's why I
boots
say I
when
ain't
you
got
walk in
nothing for that.
Baltimore.
I got
I
nothing
didn't
for
know
that.
that Baltimore had sidewalks.
They got
I thought it
sidewalks
was
down the
like
avenue.
a whole bunch of like do-rags on the side of the road.
Yeah, down them avenues, they got sidewalks.
Avenues.
What you talking about? Like
Avenue, stupid.
There's parts of the sidewalk though that just drop, and you're like, "Don't step in that."
It's
You're
like
gonna die.
it was one sidewalk over behind. It was like a 4 or 5 inch like difference between this block of sidewalk and the next. It was
Jesus.
a step.
Hey, in high school or college, what is the dumbest thing you've got in trouble for doing?
Oh,
Let
I
me go
got
first.
And I got
I
one.
would love to go
Oh,
first.
Hiller's.
got
I guarantee
one.
you, Hiller's is funnier than Lamar's.
Thank
I
you.
got-
Please. I was like, I don't want to say mine. Go ahead.
I got one, and I think I know why they let it go.
I
It
got one.
was the last day of school. I was either freshman or sophomore, but there was this fire extinguisher in the boys' restroom that everybody used to write on for whatever random reason and use it like it was a weapon or something, like we was in WWE matches and shit. So we was bored with a sub on the last day of school. We went down there and said, "Hey, look, man, the one thing we never did with this fire extinguisher was spray it." So we sprayed it, and instead of it like bursting out, it eased out and just started to come up like in the corner of the bathroom. And we ran out. And then we came back and it was gone. So I was like, oh fuck, let's do it again. That's where it was. That's where it got dumb. Because we squeezed the fuck out of it. Like it was more than one of us on this one fire extinguisher. And it just came out and again hit the corner of the bathroom like a cloud. It just started rolling up. So we ran back to the room. We was in the room for like a minute. And somebody burst out and we can hear him down the hall say, "Hey, the school on fire."
Oh shit.
So fuck that fire drill stuff. Everybody running out.
Shut
We
the
on the second
fuck.
floor. Everybody running out, running down. I will always remember how that janitor came downstairs and he said, "Who the fuck playing with the fire extinguisher?"
Oh man, when I tell you I'd have been rolling on the grass from laughter.
Playing with a Thor.
And nigga, we started getting in trouble because the one person who was scared to do it started telling on himself.
Oh
And
my
it was
god.
like, well, I know you didn't do it by yourself. And I was like, all right, well, that's it for everybody. So we in the office on the last day of school, they saying, all right, when school start back next year, all of y'all in school suspension for the first month. I spent my entire summer thinking about that shit. We get there.
They probably forgot about
and
this shit.
we get there in August. And I thought they straight up forgot about it. But what I found out is they didn't say anything to anybody else because that fire extinguisher was like expired or faulty or some shit. So if they would have told anybody and got us in any real trouble, they would have got in trouble too.
Yeah.
Every year, you're
I'll
supposed
never
to
forget that shit.
check the tags. Hiller,
Yeah,
you go,
exactly.
because yours
They
was
did
funny.
do it.
I got a million of, but the name of this story is The Blue Chairs in the Abbey. So I don't know, of course nobody here has ever been to Francis Mary, but when you first walk in, it's the front office on this side, then the principal's office, the counselor's office. Then there was a row of chairs. It was for the visitors, but we called it the blue chairs because they were blue. And if
And they were
somebody
chairs.
was sitting in the blue chairs that wasn't a mama, that means you was in trouble. Okay? Got me.
Period.
So I had a teacher named Miss Blank. I'm not gonna call the names on here, but I already called a girl name, but whatever the fuck.
Hey,
So
what
Miss
are the
Blank,
odds? What are the odds of that teacher actually listening to this podcast?
I don't know, pretty high. She knows as hell. Anyway, she had a daughter. So the daughter, like how the teachers did at our school was they had kids. The kids didn't go to the school. They taught because they knew, which was some bullshit. We just gonna leave that alone. They kids went to private school and we went to Francis Mary, but it's straight.
I remember that private school in Mary.
Mm-hmm. So
hey, Braylon got beef with
teacher,
this teacher too, Hillary.
To this day,
big beef with Miss.
Yeah. So the teacher who wasn't really a teacher at all, because all we did was sit in class and she used to just do slideshows of bullshit that we never was on the test for.
We colored the Constitution one time and now.
Oh, look, we learned the first 10 on the Bill of Rights. Like, girl, I do that in 4th grade. Anyway, she was an ass. I hated her. So she had a daughter named Abby. Abby was a fucking know-it-all.
She was a menace.
She was a it's still it's so bad that I can get one of my classmates on this podcast right now and be like, girl, what is it still? She'll say, fuck Abby. It's that deep. And I graduated from high school in 2010. Anyway. One day we'll sit there minding our ghetto ass business because Miss Taylor was not in class. I'm sorry to say her name. Lord have mercy. So she was like, my mom says you're supposed to be doing stuff. And so I said, shut up, Abby. Get the fuck away from me. Oh, yeah, leave me alone. And there's like I had a class, like a friend of mine who's actually a lawyer now, but she loved my friend. But the rest of the kids like get away from me, like throwing spitballs at her and shit, like go away, Abby. Like, you know, my mom says you guys not supposed to be on the computer. And it was like, Abby, go sit the fuck down, like you doing too much.
Get out of here before we whoop your ass.
And so when she chose me to pick on. So she walks up behind me and like she pokes me with her kid fingers. I don't know if the last time y'all got poked by a kid, but that shit hurt because their fingers be bony.
It does.
And they ain't got no fat on their fingers. So she poked me with her kid finger. So I shoved her like that. So she flew backwards like I was Venom or somebody. Like I pushed her that hard.
She flopped. She got the tech.
Fly through the air, like crashing through walls, like I'm the Incredible Hulk. She starts crying, and I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry that you feel like you hurt, but you poked me first." So Miss Teacher walks in. I don't know if you call it walking, but because she's straight up and down at the back, so it's kind of like
a cliff.
It's not a walk. Like she, I don't know what you call it. But she was like, go sit in the blue chairs. And everybody was like, collectively. It's a bad thing. So then the assistant principal comes up like, okay, listen to the story. He was like, okay, we can solve all this with a paddling. And I was like, you got me fucked up. You're not finna paddle me. You can either suspend me or send me back to class, but you're not fucking touch me. He was like, okay, I'm gonna call your parent. I was like, matter of fact, call my dad. My dad is just happened to work right across the street. Call that nigga. Because I clap on the law. You not finna tell me. So then our principal comes out. Shout out to B Maxine. I love Miss Coley. And she was like, go to class, milkweed. That was it. That was like my 5th trip to the blue chairs that year.
I only got
tell the story about the note, Hillary. Tell the story about
I only got one criticism because I definitely want to hear what Lamar got because you made it a point to say Hillary's and Lamar's. I only got one criticism from there. If those blue chairs are supposed to be that much of a danger, give it a more menacing color. Make that shit red.
That was
black.
That was cobalt blue, but they had
they were like so inviting and welcoming.
Yeah,
right.
And it was 4 chairs, but it was 1 chair. You know what I mean?
I love the blue chair, like because you can sit in them and you can like stretch your legs out and cross them at the ankle, and you was just so comfortable.
Yeah,
make that motherfucker red. But Lamar, what you got? Dumbest thing you got in trouble for in school?
Ooh. Okay.
Hold on.
Lionel, I'm gonna give you the opportunity to make this speech yourself. I
Jennifer,
want to see how much you remember about this.
pick up the mic. No. Me and Jen, we got to do this.
All right, go ahead.
The views and opinions and the past
be that
actions
bad.
of Lamar do not reflect the views, the opinions, and the expressions of But Peep This, the podcast.
Can't be that bad.
Lamar is a guest. He is our friend. And anything that he says, we here at the But Peep This podcast take our Fifth Amendment rights.
Okay.
Okay,
All
Lamar,
right.
go.
All right. Before I start, I'd like to ask Jen and or Lionel, do you want to give this story?
Nah, you tell it. It's yours.
Okay.
We just gave the whole spew. So you incriminate. You got it. You got it.
Okay.
I was gonna say like that. Have at it.
May 3rd, 2015, 10:13 a.m. No, I got this shit. Like there was a police report with this one. I had to have this shit ready.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. The police report with mine too.
10:13 a.m. I text Lionel like, yo, can I come get that cooler that you borrowed from me to do XYZ? I don't remember why I gave him a cooler for something, but cool. He goes, yeah, man, come by my room. Just my door's unlocked. You can come get it. If anybody said anything, just have them call me and, it's cool. Bet. Pull into the parking lot. As I'm pulling into the parking lot, I see a girl I know. Her name is Liz. She's got a boyfriend named Michael. Liz and Michael are boyfriend and girlfriend and they're fighting. Now, girlfriend and boyfriend's fight, that happens. But she hit him, he shoved her. It's not quite a full-on fist fight yet, but it's very quickly getting. I pull over and I see her and she goes, and I say, baby, do you need some, or she, however it happened. She goes, Lamar, can you help me? I go, yes, baby, get in the truck. She gets in the truck and she's crying and I'm driving her to the campus security station and she's crying, she's going off. I can't handle this right now. He's a bad boyfriend and it's finals week and this, that, and the other. And it's so bad right now. I'm not even wearing a bra. And I tried to make her feel better. And I said, honey, don't feel bad. I'm not wearing a bra either. Now, we just kept driving up to the, I tried to make it a little bit better. I tried. Drive up to the campus security station. I explain the situation. Campus security asks the girl, Liz, what happened? She's still hysterical. Okay, shut up. You're not being helped. Lamar, what happened? I explain what happened. They go, okay, you shut up. They've got a list of everybody's phone number on campus. They call this guy, Michael, and they say, hey, you come up here to the campus security station right now. Don't talk to nobody. Don't do nothing. You come up here right now. They go, okay. And rather, before he was supposed to come up there, he was supposed to drop off her keys and her wallet because he had taken them from her and put it in her room and then come up. Okay. They hang up the phone. They say to me, you put her back in your truck and drive her back and pick up her stuff. Now, here's the problem. There's only one road through campus. At some point, we're going to pass each other.
It makes a U. Like that road just U's all the way around.
Okay.
There is one road.
Yeah. Now, there's like, at some point, we're going to have to pass each other. Hey, I don't think that we should. You drive her. Okay. Get in the truck, driving back down. Right at the bottom of the hill. I see him in his car and I pass him and he yells out his window, hey, stop. I just keep driving. I don't want no trouble. I don't want no drama. Just keep driving. He turns around and starts to chase me. Now we've got a Fast and Furious vehicle chase. I had a 1995 Ford F-150. He had a 2013 Hyundai Sonata. Now, the motherfucker is faster than me and he can outturn me. But he will not out-tough me and he will not out-push me. But I don't want to do this right now. If I can stop, a car accident and pushing, like I'm gonna try to avoid that.
Right.
I stop because he gets in front of me. I stop, 1 foot on the brake, 1 foot on the gas, truck in reverse. If he comes up to the window and says, hey man, sorry, let's go up, work this out. I understand we're done, whatever. Cool. He comes up to the window and he says, get out, we're about to fight. I was unusually level-headed. I said,
no, that's cap.
no, hear me out. Way out. Hear me all the way out. He is standing outside the window of the car and he says, "Get out, we're fighting." I said, "No." Just a flat, weak no. He reaches forward and grabs the door handle to my truck and opens it up. At that point, he finds himself looking down the barrel of a gun that's pointing at him. Reason this had happened, I had a friend who was a cop who taught me this. If you're in a situation, have a gun loaded in your lap like this. Somebody looks in the window, everything looks normal. Something happens, up, bang, that's it. You ain't got to draw, you ain't got to mess with none of that. He sees this gun pointing at his face and he goes, "Lamar, you going to shoot me?" And I go, "What makes you think that I won't?" Because this man's known me. He knows I've been to Iraq. He knows he knows my story well enough to go, "No, he's not he'll do you." He reaches into his pocket and immediately starts digging in his pocket. This is the moment that I understood how important it is that Black people be cops. Because if the situation was reversed, my Black ass would have been on the news that night, just dead on the fucking street, and nobody had said shit.
Yeah.
He went into his pocket not for a gun, not for a knife. He went into his pocket for his phone. The idea behind it is his mom's a lawyer. If he could take a picture of a Black man with a gun on campus in Alabama, yeah, that's an open and shut case. I could see that. But that damn near cost him his life. But you know what? If your first thought in this situation is to call mama, you're not really a lethal threat.
So, Lamar, I'm gonna pause you.
Right.
I'm gonna pause you.
Right.
Go ahead.
Hindsight's always 2020. Okay.
Yeah.
But August 1st, 2012, Alabama became an open carry state.
Yeah.
So the only thing that would have got you on was having a gun on campus. That wouldn't have been able to file anything criminally on you.
Well, no, they could have,
but you
because he was technically unarmed.
Okay.
But you have a right to defend your truck, and opening your truck door without your permission would have been considered an act of aggression. And Alabama is a stand your ground state. So
is it a stand your ground state generally, or a stand your ground state in your own home?
General. Ooh. At least it was in 2012.
No, that's fair. There's just a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, am I betting? Do I want to bet my life on what I believe Alabama courts have done for people who look like me historically?
Not on your life. I wouldn't bet a ham. I wouldn't bet a ham sandwich with a little bit of tomato.
With a little bit.
So, all right, I close the door. I put the truck's already reversed, foot off the brake, foot on the gas, and I start to back up. Michael comes up to the window and tries to stick his phone into the window, try to take a picture of it. I hit his hand, and I felt this was stupid, but I genuinely felt gay, not because I hit his hand like I was trying to break it. I literally did this. And the fucking hand, the phone fell out of his hand and into the floorboards. I don't know why. He can't get a hold of me. I'm already backing up too fast. So he grabs onto my driver's side mirror. And he plants his feet. He thinks he's going to hold a V8 engine in place. He falls forward, eats concrete in his fucking face. And it was bad. I keep backing up, and I'm looking backwards in the rearview mirror, and I'm thinking, okay, number one, thank God for the military defensive driving school I've already taken, because now I know how to do the shit you see in the movies. Number two, Liz is so stressed out at this point that she throws up. And I don't mean just a little bit. I mean the windshield, dashboard, herself, the seat. She's crying and making an angel in it. This is horrible. This is
wow. That's not funny, Dave.
Bro, this is 100% a true story.
Yeah. I put the truck in drive because I back up 3-point turn and I get to drive it. I look out my window, or my passenger window, and I can see him getting up and he's getting back in his car. As I said, he can outrun me, but he cannot out-tough me.
Right.
His car has to go around every island, every speed bump, I can just clear over everything. Okay.
The F-150 did push.
Yeah, I can. There's nothing I can't do in that truck. I get far enough away from from Michael in his car. He can't see me. I pull into this little wooded area on campus, and I've got a bass guitar case that had a rifle, and I could put my pistol in. Put the two guns, because he passes me already. He passed me. He didn't see me. He keeps going. Goes to the campus security station. I take this weapon and I put it in a hollowed out log that nobody else knows where it's at, whatever. I hide it. Cool. I get back in the car and I call campus security. I go, okay, here's where I am. Here's what happened. What do you want me to do? And they say, okay, we've got a hold of him. You bring old black ass here with her right now. You're laughing. Lionel, had I said any lie at this point, any point of the story? Okay. I
This
go.
was a really long day.
Yeah.
And to start off, Lamar started off, had a spectacular morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
it was one of the last days. Lamar got up a little piece. He was doing good.
The whole time I'm doing this shit, I'm thinking, God, is this punishment for doing against your word? Baby, you're laughing, but that genuinely was the thought I had. I drive over the campus security station, park, get out, go into the campus security station. I had taken Michael's phone and I put it in my pocket because I know I needed to give it back to him through the police, that whole thing. Okay, cool. They separate all three parties. All right, Liz, what happened? Okay, shut up. You go outside. Michael, come in here. What happened? All right, you go outside. Lamar, come in. What happened? Now, they had both given the story that I had a weapon, as I did. I had multiple weapons. I've been in tons of military training. I've got weapons at this point. There's no question, nothing, it is. But I don't have them on me. And that's an important legal distinction. They go, Lamar, where are your weapons? I say, I don't have them, which was legally true. No, it was legally true. It was.
Okay.
Now, the campus security guys I had been shooting with, I had gone to some of their houses, hung out with them. They said to me, hey, if we have to come to you and ask you, where are your weapons? Say, I don't have them. We will search your vehicle and your trunk. If they are not there, cool. I don't know what to tell you. There was a new guy at the campus security station who saw me. That day, and Lionel can attest to this, I was wearing a straight black t-shirt, camo pants, combat boots, and a brown or a camo baseball cap that had lights in the front, and a Velcro patch that says Major League Sniper. Where are your fucking guns?
For the record, that's what Lamar wore every day.
Yes. Okay, that's fair. I get in the campus security car. We drive over to where these weapons are. I point, all right, they're in that hauled out log in this case. He pulls them, looks, all right, cleared. All right. Whew. Okay. We go back to the campus security station. They look up, okay, Lamar, you have your concealed carry permit. It was open carry, but having a concealed carry permit gave you extra legal rights and shit. So, okay. Lamar, by state law, you are right. You did everything right. You tried to get away. You tried to de-escalate. You told the police. You did everything you were supposed to do. I can't hold you for that. Michael, you put your hands on her, but there's no like cuts, bruises, nothing like significantly damaging. I can't punish you and not punish him. I can't do that. And you're lucky that I like Lamar. So Michael, you get a pass today. Here's what's going to happen. It is Wednesday right now at noon. Okay. All of you are going to give me a written document of everything that you've told me, everything that's happened by Friday at noon. Friday at noon, I will walk Michael and Lamar, both of you, off campus. That's it. Okay, that's fair. About 20 minutes later, they called me back and goes, all right, look, Lamar, on the low, I'm going to help you. I'm gonna talk to your instructors, get you a deal with the grades because you got finals right now, and you're not gonna. If I kick you out right now, you're not gonna take finals. It's just bad. I'm gonna work out a deal with you. He's gone. Fuck him. He a bitch. Now in the middle of this call, I'm sitting outside waiting for them to finish up their police work, whatever document I got to sign. Lionel calls me talking about, yo, you want to go to Waffle House, son? I go, nah, dude. 12 got me. The fuck? What'd they get you with? Nueve. 1001, 1002. All right, nigga, give me a call back when you get done with this. I don't know how many people he called, but after all was said and done, I went to somewhere where we all congregated. Every single person that walked in that room went, okay, what happened? Do you know how exhausting it was to tell this story? 17, baby, stop laughing. 17 times in a row. So that was my worst experience as a high school or in a high school or college, getting into some shit. And you know what the worst part about all this? To this To this fucking day.
You don't know what he
Still ain't
did.
got my cooler back from that nigga. He still got my cooler. I'm mad about this shit.
That's the biggest.
It's been 10 years. I'm mad about this.
Oh shit. That's
Hey, my
good.
boy, you can charge that to the game. You ain't.
That's true.
You can charge that to the game, my boy.
That was over.
That cooler is a staple in my house right now. You're not getting that. Bitch. I still got that fucking cooler, but you're not getting
That's
it.
crazy.
God, that's fair.
Period.
Oh my god, that is a crazy story, bro. Like
That was a lot,
That's
wasn't
wild.
it? Like, there's no reason for
That's
it to be
wild.
that much.
Look, and see, this is the problem. If Lamar would have had his ass in the LAC with us studying, then he wouldn't have been in this. See, if Lamar had kept his dick in his pants,
That wouldn't have mattered. That wouldn't have mattered.
no, because it came down to this: if Lamar had kept his dick in his pants that morning, he wouldn't have got thrown off campus.
That had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, it
but
did.
Okay.
Yes, it did. So check it out. Because that morning, me, Jen, Ian, Zoe, Sean, Jada, Lauren, we were all studying in the LAC. The only people who weren't there were you and you know who.
You can say Gretchen, it's fine.
Because y'all was fucking. Right? And see, if you had came to the classroom like you had said you was going to do, I would have brought the cooler with me. But since you went where you said you was going to be, I left the cooler in my room and you had to go get it yourself. See, all you had to do was be where you said you was going to be. And if you went chasing no tail, you would have been where you were supposed to be. And if you had been where you were supposed to be, you wouldn't have walked around. You wouldn't have ran into that situation. You wouldn't have got thrown up in your truck or had to draw your 9, and you probably would have got your college degree.
No, the fuck I wouldn't have. No, the fuck I wouldn't have. You know good and hell well I was not a good enough student to, yeah. I got it now, and it's done. It's cool. I got my degree and shit, but.
Word.
I'm just saying, really all of this was caused by you getting a piece of tail.
No, the fuck it wasn't. Now, my dad thinks it was because he thinks I was trying to fuck Liz. My dad thinks it was because he was like, Dad, it wasn't like that. You have to, boy, you in college and there's a girl and 2 guys. It's the best. Yes, it is. And this was the shit that got him. I go, Dad, I genuinely have to ask you a question. As a man to another man, you spent 20 years building this man. If you built a man who's only going to do the right thing because it gets him sex and not because it protects other people, what does that say about you as a dad?
Oh,
and bro, that I almost got my ass killed that day.
I was gonna say, you said that to your pops?
God damn. He went, well, shit, I can't even be mad at you. Like, I'm gonna fuck you up for that, but I see you.
We could literally sit here all night.
We not skip over how Lionel just tried to use you getting some tail as an excuse to keep your cooler for 10 years.
Oh no, that's he can charge. Like I said, he can charge that. That's the cost of doing business.
What
that is? He not look. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. He not getting that cooler back.
I was just like, that day was such a shit show. The cooler's mine
The
now.
least he could do is let me
right.
You know something, bro? I gotta ask this. In the event that I die before you, I hope that you take some of my ashes, put it in this cooler, and bury it. Because I need to be buried with that. It's been so fucking long. Baby, why are you head down like that?
That cooler keep a drink and a bottle of water so fucking cold. I'm gonna put a bottle of water in there in memories of you. Pour a little bit out.
One out for the G.
Go. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. And that's gonna be the end of your ass. But you ain't getting that cooler back, even in death.
Jesus.
Lamar know what it is. He know he know the second he left me that cooler, he wasn't getting it back. And I done seen Lamar a couple times after that.
True. I didn't even want the motherfucker. I just
want
like
to know something, Lamar. I had that cooler in Baltimore. When we met in Philly a couple years ago, I had the cooler. Yeah. If you had to ask for it, I would act like I didn't know what the fuck you was talking about.
Wow.
Well, bro, I was in the middle. I was on the way to Iraq when that happened. So, I couldn't take it with me. It wouldn't matter.
Take the cool in Iraq. What you talking about?
No, the military doesn't let you take more than 2 bags, and it's a whole restriction.
Y'all don't keep drinks cold in Iraq. That's what I'm asking.
We fucking don't. It's fucking miserable there.
Jeez.
Well, thank you for your service, Lamar. But you ain't getting the cooler back.
That's fair.
You know who else been to Iraq, Lionel? Kiddo.
Afghanistan. We talked about Kiddo a couple of weeks ago.
He was
listen. I shot Jen out because Jen, you really don't know how you did, my boy. And you didn't do nothing. You really legitimately didn't do nothing.
I was gonna say I didn't do shit.
That boy
was head over heels over you.
Wait, who?
And I'm so confused at the time. I'm like, who is Jen? I missed everything, bro. I ain't get to go.
That's me.
Wait,
he's
somebody
like,
fell in love with you? I'm glad. I'm just like, what the fuck happened?
Hold on.
He's like, yeah, bro. She's petite, smart, bro. And I was like, bro, who is this?
He talked about your butt too, but we
just shook this man up. His life ain't been the same since.
So here's the thing. So he had just came home from Afghanistan.
Right? Okay.
So he's in the army too. This was like 2015, 2016. Right. It was the summertime. So
it would have been 2016.
Yeah, 2016. Yeah. So, me and Koo had chilled a lot that summer just because I didn't realize I lived so close to him. So, I used to bring the TV down and we used to, play NCAA and all that shit. I used to bring in, I used to chill with Koo while he used to record and stuff like that. So, Kid was like, yo, man, we need to go somewhere and do something for a weekend. I said, yo, we can always go to Mobile.
Because Sean and I were in Mobile that
summer. He was like, what do you mean Mobile? It's like, we can always go to Spring Hill because I got friends down there. Mobile is lit. And he was like, all right, let's go. So we was like, all right, we're finna go to Mobile Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, just because it's summertime. Like, I had a job, but we was out. I was working at the school, so we was out for the summer. So I was getting paid regardless. So I wouldn't worry about missing no work. Koo wouldn't worry about missing no work. Kiddo wouldn't worry about missing no work. So Dad came to go. Braylon couldn't go.
Couldn't freaking go. Was pissed.
You talking about that nigga was hot.
I ain't talked about him for a week, bro.
He was hot. So we get down, me and Kiddo, we drive down to Mobile from Marion. So that's like 2.5 hour, 3 hour ride. Yeah. So, on the way down, he was like, so you got any single friends? And I was like, well. Well, yeah, I do. So I was telling her about Jen. He was like, oh, yeah, man, I think I'd be perfect for her. And I was like, the closer we got, I was like, hey, yo, so check me out. That whole macho army shit that you be doing, don't do that. He's like, what do you mean? She don't like tough boys? I was like, the last thing she's gonna give a fuck about is how tough you is. Okay? Because no matter how tough you is, she can break your ass down mentally. What do you mean? Literally be yourself, dude. I beg you to be yourself because you're gonna get embarrassed if you don't. He was like, okay, I got you. So he got there and he wasn't macho.
I was gonna say he wasn't. I will give him that.
Kiddo was Kiddo the way we know Kiddo.
Literally.
Okay. And
which was like,
cool. So for y'all who don't know, you have to really, really be close to Jen for Jen to hug you. I just started getting hugs and I've known her for 10 years. So you feel me? So she known him for 3 days. And we getting ready to leave, and she was like, he was like, nice to meet you. He reached his hand out. She was like, oh, no, give me a hug. Cool. What?
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
No, yeah. Like I said, like this is all very true. I'm more huggy than I used to be, but that's not saying much.
Right? So at this point, we driving home. This nigga listening to like Andy Grammer and shit. You gotta keep his head like happy as fuck. And I'm sitting here, I'm looking at him. Because at this point, I'm driving, and I'm like, "You muted?
Who
Is he
muted?
talking? Are you talking to us?
I'm not talking to nobody.
No,
No.
Jay.
Hey,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
he's not talking to
So
us.
at this point, he's this dude. Like he's literally asking me every question he can ask me about Jen on the way. And by the time we got to about Thomasville, cool, I was like, nigga, we was just down there for 3 days. Why didn't you ask her?
Right?
Like, she gave you her number, and instead of texting her, you talking to me.
That's how you know yeah.
Right? So I'm like, all right, I get it. The nigga get it. He happy, right?
And bro, I tell you, the background stuff that you don't see is the funny part because you don't understand. He's like, bro, should I text her? I don't know what to say. I don't like. What did she like? I don't know. I didn't go.
Koo, he's still mad that he missed it. He was pissed. So,
His bro.
but we had our adventure that summer, so don't even worry.
Okay.
Don't even worry.
Can I ask you something about this kid?
So basically, her presence just fucked this whole mind up.
Yes, bro.
To this day, it fucked his mind up.
He called me and had a whole hour-long conversation about the 3 days that I couldn't be a part of. I'm already pissed. Like, yeah, he mentioned Sean maybe like for 2 seconds. Yeah, Sean was cool. So yeah, bro, me and Jen was like talking, and she was like into this. I'm like, who is Jen?
Bro,
Yo,
we was sitting on his porch. Because when we came home, we went straight to Koo house, right? And so he's sitting there talking, and Koo sitting on the front porch, and he just looking at him. And after 15 minutes, he was like, "Hey, yo, I got a question. Who the fuck is Jen?"
That was my question the whole time.
Who the fuck is Jen?
Okay.
He was talking. We all knew her from like
Forever.
years.
So that wasn't like, I want to say that was June,
It was.
right?
It was.
So he was home for like 10 days. And then he went back to Texas because that's where he was stationed at.
Okay.
Man. Okay, cool. Since you're here, did you get one of them 3:00 in the morning calls?
Yes. I got
It's
4
like,
of them.
yo, I wonder what Jen's doing right now. Have you talked to her today?
God damn.
Considering that the day started 3 hours ago, nigga, no. And why are you talking to me when you think about her? Text her.
Did you have on like a certain type of perfume or something? Like just something
I don't wear
that
perfume.
Let
I
me
don't
tell
care. Most I smelled like was coffee.
Dark roast to be exact.
Baby, I love you. Yeah, that's right. That's fair.
Dark
I was
roast.
gonna say, like, I don't wear perfume because the smell of it annoys me. So,
all right. I wanted to ask you before we got too much farther. There was a day in our freshman year where there was a girl named Felipe, and you saw me in the car, and I was down bad. Remember that? Was he down bad worse than me? Because by the sounds of it, it sounds like he was.
This
bad.
You was just, testing the waters. Okay.
Mhm.
This dude,
he was
lived, he lived, he inhaled, he ate Jennifer.
Yeah, girl, what's you do? Okay, now.
So
and he
go ahead.
He called me at 3 a.m, bro, and I'm asleep, of course. So I wake up like
good sleep.
You've never met me at this point.
Exactly. And I wake up like 9 or 10. I'm like, I don't know what time it is his time. I'm just texting. I text him. I was like, hey, everything good? You okay? He's like, yeah, bro. I got he's like, I'm nervous. I'm like, oh, what? He was like, I want to text her, but I don't want to seem weird because we only out 3 days. I'm like, text who? I'm so confused because I just
still like, who the fuck is Jen? It's been like 3 weeks.
I was like, text who? He was like, Jen. I was like, bro, okay. I stopped asking the question that day. I was like, okay. I was like, bro, what did she do to have you this hooked? He was like, she just understands me, bro. Like, no
And you
matter
know
what
what?
I said, didn't
And
feel
you know
weird.
what? I want to ask Jim, but she's already established that her memory isn't all there.
She
So I
remembers
don't
this shit.
even.
She remembers this shit. Don't let her fool you. She remember this shit. Ask.
And this is, by the way, this is exactly how he described her to me after I asked 1,000 times who she was. He finally showed me a picture. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, this what you been talking about? He's like, yeah. I was like, so what is it? I was like, did y'all get along? Did y'all hit it off? I was like, what is it? He was like, bro, she gave me a hug, bro. I was like,
It's a big deal for me. I don't hug people.
I was like,
But I
okay.
mean, still,
Okay.
bro, you
I
need some
may
therapy,
or
man,
may
because
not
that
have
hug
hyped that
changed
up.
your life.
He was like,
I hyped that up.
you did, because he mentioned, he was like,
Oh, okay, I get it now. I get it now. So this is Lionel's fault.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is, boy.
Yes,
what?
it
Yeah, it
is.
is.
Yes, it
Yeah, it
is.
is.
No,
If
no,
you
no, 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 no,
made
no, no,
this,
no.
if you've made this such a big
Okay,
deal,
I
like
also
I know,
thought he was really cool. So like,
I told him before he met Jen that Jennifer was not very affectionate. So don't take it personal.
yeah, he did. I remember this.
no. But if you tell somebody that, if you've made it abundantly clear that this person isn't an affectionate person, and this
no, but like
person
that
then,
that warning needs to be there because otherwise I might come across as rude.
Yeah, that's why.
I
Jay
give you that. But even then,
punched him in the face,
if
and he
this,
would have
if
still
this,
been the same level of excited.
I give you that. But even with giving that disclaimer, if this person then hugs you, it's like, oh, am I the chosen one? So, and that's what you made this dude, Lionel. This is your fault.
It's
This
not my
is
fault.
But
It's
like,
not.
I would like to give Lionel some credit here because I also thought the guy was really cool. Like, I talked to him for several months through text message and call and Facebook Messenger and shit. Like, this was not completely one-sided.
Okay, all right, that makes it a little bit better.
And he
Listen,
was like,
this where he started to fuck up.
oh,
If I may.
Go for it.
It was once again 3 a.m. This time I was up. He was like, I'm ready to take the next step. And I'm like Braylon now. With who?
oh God,
With who? You know,
bro, he said the
wrong
same
with
thing
you?
to me. I was like, what? I was like, you're in Texas.
You're
He was
in
like,
Texas.
he's like, that's the problem, bro. I don't know what to do.
Bro, just keep you're good. If you text her and she responds, you're good. Just keep if she didn't want to talk to you, she wouldn't. Trust me. Okay. Nah, bro.
People don't exist if I don't want to talk to them. Like,
I gotta know, bro. It's 3 a.m. I'm about to ask her, what are we? Cool.
Don't no.
I said,
no,
kiddo,
no,
don't do that.
don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Because
Okay, now that
Jennifer
might
is
have been
very
my fault.
practical, and you are not practical right now for a relationship.
That
Right.
might be my
Don't
fault.
do it. Man, you don't know what you're talking about, man. Then Cool called me the next morning. Hey, did you get a weird ass call? Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
This is definitely my fault because he asked me the same thing. And I'm like, you know what, bro? I didn't heard so much about this girl at this point. Obviously, you like her a lot. You described her as
Right.
cute and quirky. That's your thing right there. I was like, if you feel like y'all are on that
it's a
level,
fair word.
I was like, if you feel like if y'all are on that level, just ask, go for it.
Okay. Now I should also point out, Jan, not once did he talk about you sexually.
Not once. I can concur. That's what blew my. That's
He
what
was in love with just the. Anytime somebody said a name, like in the group, like we had another guy in the group, his name was Jonathan, and we called him Jay because it was a lot to type Jonathan.
Yeah.
So,
That's a lot.
you know,
You're right.
Jay, he's like, oh, you mean Jen? Nigga, what? What are you talking about?
Yes.
That boy,
Then
God
he
damn,
started
that
talking
boy was
about Jen.
hell
Like,
down.
And the funniest part, the kicker, the first time he did it, Jonathan goes, "Who the fuck
who
is
the fuck
Jen?"
is Jen? Bro, that was the summer of who the fuck is Jen?
We
He
was
was
so
going on,
lost.
and Jay was like, I got one question because I'm missing something. What? Who the fuck is Jen?
Oh,
This
Still
shit
okay.
was crazy.
Honey, I don't know if you said this, but I pray to God that you did. Please tell me that at some point when he said he had feelings for you, or you did this, or I thought it meant that. Please tell me you said it doesn't mean anything. I understand you two don't get the significance of that, but Lionel does.
I
Like,
get
please
it.
tell me you said that.
I don't think that's what she said. I don't even think she responded.
I probably didn't.
And
She
that sent him into a spiral.
I believe it.
And we was
Bro.
like, dude, listen, you're in Texas. She's in Mobile. You got all this leave saved up. Why don't you go visit? Go do stuff. And he was like,
Bro, he
do
was
you think she'll be up with that? I don't know. Did you fucking ask her? I'm not her.
No, he didn't.
Did you fucking ask her?
bro. He was like, I don't know what effect you put on him.
I don't know
have
what you did.
seen because you
What
gotta
was this after
understand,
his deployment?
he don't give a damn when it comes to other women and him flirting and stuff. Like he'll drink or whatever, he'll get like, okay, yeah, I'm finna go for it, bro. Fuck it. With you, this I ain't never seen him so confused in my life. He's like, bro, I don't know.
Well, actually, no, I have seen him more confused. AP statistics.
AP.
That nigga was confused as fuck in there.
All right. How long after his deployment to Afghanistan was it that he met you?
He got back that Monday, that Saturday we were in Mobile.
Yeah, baby, that was yeah. Yeah, that was not the
I see
But no,
I
see,
where
that's
you're
the
going with
thing
that.
though. I see what you're getting at, but on the way back to Mobile, we stopped in Chatham on the way
Okay.
back. And this woman flat out was like, ooh, you like the type of dude with that big dick. And he looked at her and he was like, I'm good.
Facts.
Sure.
I'm looking at him like, that guy was back, bro. What you say?
Sure.
Bro, I was pissed at him for like 20 miles. Like, I ain't
I
said a
can't-
word to him.
Lionel, I kid you not. I think that's why he's the way he is today. Because every time I'm talking to him, I'm like, yeah, bro, I met this girl. She was thick. She was this and that. He was like, nah, bro, I like petite and just short. Like, you
Jen,
just in my head, I'm like, you describing.
listen,
But I'm not gonna-
no pressure at all, Jan. You should reach
Don't
out
do
to
that.
kiddo.
Don't do that.
Don't.
Don't do that.
He
Please
would
don't.
That
It's
is
just
not-
gonna hurt
that is
everybody. Nobody's
not
gonna enjoy
smart.
this.
I was
Please
gonna
don't.
say that's not gonna end well.
Just
It
say,
is
hey,
not.
hope you're
How
doing,
that's not gonna end well,
hope
but
you're
it ain't.
doing okay.
No.
he would call me right now in the middle of, if you text him right now, he would call me right now. In the middle of work, in the middle of this podcast, bro.
Look.
She it's been years and she texted me.
It's like, kiddo, shut
Look,
the fuck up.
totally unrelated. I think I've just reached a point where I've realized how old and comfortable I'm getting in my routine. Because as soon as this is over, I would like to sit here and watch an old ass TV show with my wife. And that TV show is Walker, Texas Ranger.
In the eyes
man.
of the Ranger.
I'll give you
Unexpected
Walker
stranger.
pretty cool.
You know what,
I just remember my grandma watching Walker, Texas Ranger, along with In the Heat of the Night, along with Matlock. And
I
feel
fuck
like
with
I wanna,
Matlock. Listen, Matlock
I
is
feel
on
like I
Pluto
want to sit
TV.
here and do this shit right now.
I literally like I'll fall asleep watching Matlock just to hear the theme song. That's all
Heat
I
of the
care
Night.
about.
Oh, you know
No.
what? That Matlock theme song was comforting. It was.
Jay,
I
you
give
know
you
what?
that.
Speaking of Jay, could you throw that Matlock theme song into a rap? How good
not.
are you? How good are y'all?
I'm not good enough to disrespect Matlock like that.
How good are y'all?
So, I'm not doing that.
How good are y'all? So Jen, I think we're done making you blush. When was the
Yeah.
last time you actually talked to Kiddo?
It's probably been a while, huh?
We should probably reach out. We're terrible friends.
I actually hung out with him a couple weeks ago. Bro, I got a funny story to tell you. His dad showed up and it was hilarious.
We should watch some more.
You're gonna have to hit me offline with that. Oh boy.
That's the purpose of watching Walker Texas.
But yeah, he's not in the military no more. He's back down here. He's working at, well, I ain't gonna disclose all his information, but he's working somewhere in Tuscaloosa. Yeah, he been pretty chill.
Showtime at the
Yo,
Jen,
Jay,
you changed that man's life, and all you did was talk about anime for 3 days.
That's all it took, bro.
oh baby. Okay, you talked about anime. Okay, yeah, honey, I can see why that
To
happened.
be fair, I can talk about anime and manga all day.
Yeah, honey, soldiers now, anime is just their fucking thing. I had to help unpack one of my soldiers' houses recently. This motherfucker has 5 body pillows of anime girls and shit. And you know the fucked up thing? The nigga married. You can't, yeah, honey. You can't be on the Magna and the yeah. Now it's not your fault, but this makes a lot more sense now.
Like that's
crazy.
That's his instinct, bro. He is not your traditional black man. Like when you mention anime, he start pulling out everything.
I don't even remember which one we talked about, which is funnier.
He remembers.
Yeah,
I bet you.
I'll take that to his grave. He gonna remember that.
He remembers.
He probably gonna ask you if you watched any new episodes, if any you can.
Well, it depends because a lot of stuff that was on then isn't on now.
Yeah.
The last time I talked to Kiddo, I went home. When I went home for,
he was supposed to come hang with us that time you came home.
Oh, I was home. I went home to see my mom.
Yeah.
He didn't ask how I was doing.
Oh yeah,
asked how my mom was doing. My mom was fighting for her life at that time.
He asked about Jen, didn't he?
He did. Jen,
you know what?
Just know. You have somebody who is totally in love with you.
Just know you got a friend for life. If that never
for life.
Anything. You
I believe
and he will drop it at a dime.
I believe Kiddo would cut his bottom lip off for you.
That is so specific. The fuck is...
I meant for it to be that specific.
I ain't gonna lie, that was a first for me, bro. Because usually when he talked to me about girls, I'm like, all right, just love, he'll be over it soon. But that I was like,
something different about Jen.
I was like,
listen,
wow.
Cool Kiddo would protect you from the Hawk.
Yo, a real quick question about anime I have for Jen. Do you remember a show named Big O?
I think I've heard of it, but I never watched it.
That sucks, man, because Big O, I came across it during the height of the Toonami days, and it was my shit. Just a little bit about it. Big O, it takes place in a city that's in a dome, and basically everybody in the city seemed to have amnesia. There was some big event happened, and nobody can remember anything. But there's this one detective who seems to be chasing answers that he don't even know is for sure answers or not. And all of the fights happen with what they call megaduce. It's like large, like these gigantic robots or something. Big O is that shit. Big O is my shit. The music was great. He had an effort-like waiter with an android sidekick almost.
I'm sitting there looking at it. It looks really interesting.
Oh, it is so fucking good. But I don't
and
think
it's not long. It's only 26 episodes.
That is the bittersweetness of it.
Berserk and Yu Yu Hakusho was my thing. I can rewatch.
It's a bittersweet.
You guys are fucking nerds.
I'm not an anime aficionado, but Inuyasha was my shit. And
that's a staple.
I'm pretty basic. I started on Bleach.
I started on.
I didn't get to that one, but the newest one that I'm obsessed with, that I need them to give me more seasons for. But if I know anything about anime, the more you want the seasons, the more you won't get them.
You also have to be really careful about asking for more seasons because they might give you another one and fuck it up just so you never ask for another one.
A lot of people, I found that to be true too. But the most recent
one, that with Black Butler.
The most recent one I'm most obsessed with, the character can beat anybody in the history of comics shit if we're just looking at the way the character is created. One Punch Man. Saitama can beat all of your favorite characters if we're just looking strictly on how he's written. Nobody can beat Saitama.
Okay, but if we take Aizawa from My Hero Academia, there's a debate to be had.
You guys are fucking nerds.
I'm just watching, trying to understand what the fuck happened, bro. I'm glad they're happy, but I don't know.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is going on?
It's
Look,
okay.
You need to get on. You need to get on One Punch Man. You know that shit is cool. I tell you this. I tell you this. Saitama is a hero for fun, and he's annoyed because he keeps whooping everybody's ass with one punch. He's annoyed by that. He wants a challenge. He got a challenge at the end of the first season, but the only reason why it was a challenge is because he was holding back.
Yep.
You would like this shit. One Punch Man is the shit.
Bro, the first episode was so fun. And then the villains look so stupid. Like when he fought that big baby thing, I was like, what is this?
One of the coolest villains, though, was the one that the sea monster one. And what I thought was funny about it, because when he punched that thing in the stomach, it stopped raining. Like, yo.
I'm going to have to see if I can pick the manga up when I go to the library on Saturday.
I heard it's better than anime, actually. Which
I love that. I can get through a manga faster than I can get through any anime. So.
Oh, okay. Cool. But I imagine punching a motherfucker so hard that it stops raining.
Yeah.
Like,
he did. He did that.
All right.
And look, the most annoying thing for Saitama is that every turn he doesn't get the credit for the shit that he's done. At every turn, there's always an excuse there as to why he is the last one standing.
All right. On this note, closing remarks. Anybody?
Closing remarks? I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out why an old episode.
Where did Hillary go? She just disappeared out of thin
air. Yeah, she left like an hour ago.
She had work emergency.
This episode of Jerry Springer is titled "I Have a Surprise." ... I'm cheating.
Are you watching Pluto TV?
So I see y'all. I'm watching Roku TV.
Roku TV can't beat it.
Let's end on a
I thought we were supposed to be watching videos or something this episode. We just completely went.
Yeah, we need to get back on track with that. So we might just record a special episode reviewing the ones we're supposed to review, and then we'll get back on track with the rest. So
I think I've seen this before. Whiskey Tango Flash Truck.
On a serious note, let's do this. This is quite simple. We here at the But Peep This podcast care a hell of a lot more about children than we do about guns.
Yeah.
I'm Lionel. That's Lamar. That's Jennifer. That's Braylon. That's J.E. This is the But Peep This podcast. We will see y'all next week.